Good evening, everyone. Welcome back to a world of fantasy, dragons, kings, queens, heroes, warriors, and adventures. If you are just now joining us for the first time, well, welcome to a interesting story full of twists, turns, chaos, and shenanigans. If you're joining us after watching the first campaign, well, welcome back to the world. It's changed a bit, and we're here to have a story full of friendship and happiness, and who am I kidding? It's all going to be chaos and betrayal and whodunit mysteries. Maybe even some fights here and there. Let's find out what's going to happen this time. Good evening, everyone. Welcome back to a world of fantasy, dragons, kings, queens, heroes, warriors, and adventures. If you are just now joining us for the first time, well, welcome to a interesting story full of twists, turns, chaos, and shenanigans. If you're joining us after watching the first campaign, well, welcome back to the world. It's changed a bit, and we're here to have a story full of friendship and happiness, and who am I kidding? It's all going to be chaos and betrayal and whodunit mysteries. Maybe even some fights here and there. Let's find out what's going to happen this time. Good evening, everyone. Welcome back to a world of fantasy, dragons, kings, queens, heroes, warriors, and adventures. If you are just now joining us for the first time, well, welcome to a interesting story full of twists, turns, chaos, and shenanigans. If you're joining us after watching the first campaign, well, welcome back to the world. It's changed a bit, and we're here to have a story full of friendship and happiness, and who am I kidding? It's all going to be chaos and betrayal and whodunit mysteries. Maybe even some fights here and there. Let's find out what's going to happen this time. Good evening, everyone. Welcome back to a world of fantasy, dragons, kings, queens, heroes, warriors, and adventurers. If you are just now joining us for the first time, well, welcome to a interesting story full of twists, turns, chaos, and shenanigans. If you're joining us after watching the first campaign, well, welcome back to the world. It's changed a bit. And we're here to have a story full of friendship and happiness. And who am I kidding? It's all going to be chaos and betrayal and whodunit mysteries. Maybe even some fights here and there. Let's find out what's going to happen this time. I actually on a pair of flip-flops.
Hi, everybody. We're back.
Good morning.
It's amazing when I
What if
can
we're
hear
not
myself
back?
just
What if
scream.
we're
Morning.
before? What if we've been here the whole time?
What
What
if?
if we're not back? We're
God.
fourth.
What if? Redeem cheese. Oh shit! I forgot to take those off.
Don't you
Oh,
dare take those off. Don't you
They
take those
don't. They
off.
won't work on
They
here.
don't hit her.
I was gonna say it didn't work.
They don't work
Let's
for
see.
D&D. Hold on.
Abandon in-game action. Tide cannot roll a die.
Oh. We got
that-
new
how's
stuff?
that
What
gonna
is
work?
this? What is this?
Tide has to be a pacifist for this session. Let's go.
No, it should be that Tide has to roll a physical die.
Yeah.
There we go. No digital dice.
Fucking rude.
Yeah. Cannot roll digital dice.
I mean,
We're
that's
helping
fine.
her here.
So Tide, where's this TikTok at? I'm not seeing it yet.
It's
Do
on
it.
the. It's on the. It's the story.
Do I get to choose who a horny spray?
Sorry, I took away the horny spray for this. It doesn't. They don't work for D&D. The layout for D&D. yet.
What the fuck? There's no instructions to this shit.
Well, it's not
This
there.
tells me you
so-
just
But
don't
you've
watch
been-
her streams when she's not playing D&D.
You've been told a couple
Yeah,
times.
exactly.
I just woke up. What I'm told is irrelevant at this point because it hasn't registered yet.
Mm.
Or
I can-
Get back to me in 3 to 5
I can
business
refund
days.
the points.
Guys, do
Hi.
you think you could beat a kangaroo in a fist fight right now?
100%.
Mm,
You know what?
in a
Damn.
fist fight, yeah, but if it starts kicking, I'm kind of fucked.
You know
I
what?
bet
I
you
might,
has reach.
I might not be 100 men, but I equal about 2 versus gorilla. Let's go.
Give yourself some credit. At least
Well-
3.
Ryan, were you
man.
gonna say something?
I was gonna say, are you gonna play Phasmo anytime soon so I can ban another in-game action?
Maybe.
Oh
Yeah,
shit!
When are we gonna play Phasmo in VR?
Not
Yeah.
in VR. Not in VR.
Why not?
Plus, I want to play Expedition 33. Chill the fuck out, okay? I need to beat that game. And Sea of Stars.
You beating a game?
Shut
I'm
up.
gonna say so, now
We're
you
gonna
want
be
me to game all
Sea
of
of
a sudden?
Stars set?
Right.
I like it. That's why. I like them all, but you know what I mean.
I like Sea of Stars too, but I already beat it. Fuck, you was playing before me. I beat it in 3 days.
Yeah, it's
What's your
because
excuse?
I can't play off of stream, which makes it take longer.
Sure you can. There's multiple save files on there.
Then it's not a surprise, and then it's not genuine. The reaction.
Well, so hang on. Even without that, you stopped halfway through this game and went and played other shit. Time. How long is your list of unfinished games?
Very
Oh
long.
my god.
There's no
Mile long.
Very long.
How about the list of finished games?
That's also
Not
long.
as long.
No, there's no limit. There's no limit to the list of unfinished games because it's ever growing.
Whatever. You guys are
That's,
so
right,
weird.
that's how you separate them between
Can we-
finished games, unfinished games, and haven't started playing games.
Can we make that redeemable in points? Must finish game.
There is a recommend game, I think, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, pick a game.
Yeah,
So-
that's a pick a game. That's not finish game.
There isn't a finish. I don't
All
have to
right.
finish it with that.
No, you
We're-
just
We're
have to
30
play it.
minutes. We're 30 minutes into this. Should we get to it?
No, we're
Oh,
not.
Just
We're
out of
11.
curiosity. Just out of curiosity. So if someone were to redeem, play a certain game that
Yep.
you own,
Yep.
can they put VR at the end of that game?
No, Dell already tried.
It has to be. I'm gonna put a list of no games on there. Because there's a few that I won't play. Like Phasmo in VR.
Coward.
So until then, technically you could still play it though, right?
No.
Okay, listen. You're
I'm
talking
trying
to
to
the
do a
person that got
workaround.
scared. Listen, you're talking to the girl that got scared by literally the friendly ghost, the friendly training ghost.
Yeah, but every horror game that I do play, I get extremely aggressive.
The what?
Horror game.
No, the what ghost?
Oh, there was that was my very first time playing Phasmo. Really? You'd be mean like that? That was my very
Also,
first
the-
time. In the
you got
tutorial
scared.
boss. Or the tutorial ghost.
Remember the Egyptian
tutorial
game that
ghost?
we played once? And then we got fucking freaked out because it started using our voice against us?
Oh, yeah,
We do
Ty
need to
lost
go
her
back.
shit.
We do need to go back and play those, yeah.
I'm sitting
Alright,
here,
alright,
it's
alright.
yelling at me in Tide's voice, and I'm following it for like 10 minutes. Like, where the fuck are you going? And then all of a sudden I die, and Tide's like, oh yeah, I've been dead for a while now.
But I'm trying to play more single player games, if you haven't noticed. So people don't tend to show up.
What was that game?
I don't remember what the Egyptian game was, but let's get back into this because we're already a half hour past. We're supposed to start because somebody didn't want to wake up and smell the flowers.
I blame Tide.
It's not that I didn't
It's
want
not
to
my
wake
fault.
up. I might have died for a short period of time. I'm not sure.
All
Or
right, so
unalived.
last we left,
That's not a lie.
our lovely group of dumpster fires had fought off some fish, gotten a bunch of fish for a fish buffet.
Nice.
We go back to try and rest for the night. Found a tavern inn looking thing. Gone around. Volry found what looked like an archery range and picked up an arrowhead and poofed.
And not into a coin.
Now, are we doing that in, or is that another private message thing like you did with Subi?
No, I'll go ahead and do this like I did with Rye.
Gotcha.
So, Volry, you pick up this arrowhead, and all of a sudden there's an arrow whizzes past your face. And the sun's out. And there's a sound like somebody is startled.
Is it 78 degrees?
Look, it is a nice, chill 85 degrees here, okay?
Oh.
Nice chill, she says.
Uh-huh.
So this arrow.
Yeah, so the arrow whizzes by my face. I immediately try to get off at the range.
Okay. So you dart off the range, and somebody is obviously you can hear somebody panicking. Like, oh my god, I'm sorry. I didn't see you. So what do you do?
I'm gonna fucking take a look around. And figure out what the fuck I am.
I mean, it looks exactly like the inn/tavern thing you were at before. Like, identical, just not, abandoned and decaying. You can hear people inside talking, laughing. You can hear the sounds of people all over the place, as if the town is alive and not like it was earlier. The person who is freaking out and apologizing is a she looks probably late 20s human, who has a bow that's way too big for her, and kind of runs over, slings it over where it's like just barely like not touching the ground with the angle it's at. He's trying to make sure that you're okay.
Yeah, I'm fine. Where the hell am I?
She gets this confused look like, what do you mean? How do you not know where you're at?
So I have this condition, you see.
Have you talked to a priest about it?
Yes.
Well, that's unfortunate.
It is a curse. I tend to poof into different places. So yes,
Okay.
I do not know where I am.
Okay. Well, come with me. She leads you inside the. Now that you're inside, it's definitely a tavern. There's about 30 or so people in here, eating, drinking. People are playing games. And she brings you over to a table where there's about 4 other people that are there. She introduces you. Says, hey, look who I found somebody on the range on accident. They all give this kind of like, oh god, are we gonna be in trouble look. And one of the dwarves who's in plate armor looks up and goes, are you hurt? Do you need any help?
So I have this condition, you see.
Have you been to a priest?
Yes, it's a curse.
Okay. Well, you should probably go find a better priest then.
Yep. It's a curse. Regardless, I poof in and out of places randomly, and I'm trying to figure out where the fuck I am.
Oh, well, that sounds inconvenient. Oh.
That's my life.
Or really convenient, depending on who you ask.
Right.
So he gestures for you to take a seat, asks if you want any food. He's like, well, to be honest, I have no idea what this town is called. I know the tavern here is called the Waning Crescent. That's about all I know. And me and my friends here are on an adventure. So I can't help you too much as far as where, but
Would you then know somebody in this town who could help?
he goes, any of the townsfolk, I guess. We've been here 2 days, so.
Valid. Can I chat up the tavern keeper?
You can go to the bar and talk to the bartender who is there, he's probably 60. And has that look of the bartender who's been doing this since rocks were soft. And he's efficiently slinging drinks and not taking shit from anybody when you walk up. So you walk up, he sits and goes, "Oi, what can I get for you?"
Cheapest and information about this town.
Yeah, so, kind of busy. If you want, go out that door. There is about 2 buildings down. You take it right out the door, and you'll get to a cartographer shop, and they can give you all the information you want. I'm just too busy. I'm sorry. He goes back to making drinks.
What the fuck? Okay. And then I got to the 2 buildings down.
Okay, so you walk out the front door, and the rest of you see, poof, there's Volray. Volray, you're standing on the street like, no. Now you're back to where you were before.
I turn around and walk right back where I was.
Right back. Right back where you were.
Turn, I would, where I'm at, do a full 180, walk back through the tavern.
Okay. Where are you going?
Just stepping back into it.
Okay, alright. I didn't know if you were going somewhere specific. Okay, yeah. So Volray walks back inside. Probably looking a little
Does she go poop?
confused.
I think we're
Did I
looking
go
confused.
poop or...
I heard poop. P-O-O-P.
I thought I heard that too.
Are you pooping at the tavern entrance?
Did I
Yeah, at least
disappear?
do it out back. Come on.
Yeah, you know,
Alright,
when
so-
you start pooping in the tavern, you're cut off.
So Volray's appeared, turn around, is that like, I don't know. Brooke, does Volray look a bit confused?
Yeah.
Confused and probably a bit disappointed. Like, damn, I wanted to see what was outside.
100%. You know, you just see Volray just going back and forth through the entrance of the tavern multiple times.
As it turns out, you're not allowed to go back once you go in the first time.
So
Already
what-
happened to 2 other people.
Yeah.
What did you touch?
The fuck? What? Hold on. Y'all. Because this is normally y'all. Not, no. Huh?
What did you touch before it happened? Before you
Just.
pooped.
And I pull out of my pocket the arrowhead. Just this.
So we have a blacksmith hammer, an altar, and some arrowheads.
Okay, so y'all also have poofed?
Yeah.
Well, them 2, pointing at Alara and Dunsetta's name, Silas.
Maybe we shouldn't touch things.
Did you get any good information?
You touched a dead guy.
It's different.
Not really.
So you wasted your time.
The dead guy didn't
I-
make me go poop.
Well, hang on. So this is where we get that fun thing of like, there's 2 conversations going on.
Yeah.
Was Volray saying that's not the same thing to Eva? Like, no, it's not to Eva, or to Melrum's question about like, did you learn anything?
If you pooped in the past, would it cause a butterfly effect
Oh no.
to where we're standing now?
It's still there.
The,
All right,
the
come on.
not
come on.
really was to Milgram.
Could you then date
Okay.
test this poop and find out how long ago it was?
3 conversations now.
All right, it's somebody put
Can I
Luke
touch
to
their head
bed.
now?
So
We don't have
I
a jar,
mean-
sorry.
they seemed like they were just busy and nobody really knew anything. Or could tell me anything. All I have is just the name of the fucking tavern.
What's the name of the tavern?
Yeah, what is it?
What is
The
it?
Waning Crescent.
I'm gonna write that on my map.
I was gonna say, we are making a map. It would be nice to have names of things.
Oh, do you need the name of my steed again?
Probably not.
So here's the fun part. So you have had 3 people now disappear and come back. This is really the first time. Like, did you? No, because Alara did share the name of the city with Silas, right?
Yeah.
Mhm.
Okay.
And
We had a
Melbourne.
whole conversation about him misspelling it,
Yeah.
or
Mhm.
potentially
right.
misspelling it. He didn't misspell it, but
That's right.
That we know
no,
of.
we found out the year too, or well, what
A
point in
year.
time? Yeah.
The year question mark. That it was
I will
given.
point out that in character, Volray does not know any of that because Farah was not there for
Yep.
that. So
Yeah, she was or he was a coin,
Mm-hmm.
you may want to impart that information.
and then
Oh.
ripped off Xander's
Yeah.
name.
I don't know how much he knows or doesn't know.
Well, gather around the campfire, kids. It's time for a story.
So does Xander have pants? Did he have pants?
Yes. Xander has pants.
Get 'em from
Xander is weirdly wearing all green all of a sudden.
So also the way that his armor is written, the regular clothes that he had, or maybe was wearing under it, are gone. But it does come with stuff that covers him up fairly decently.
So he just has really stretchy pants.
No.
is this like one of those montages with Austin Powers with just the different objects and items lining up perfectly to obscure parts of them?
Anyways,
And I'd also rather you not lose those clothes. They are kind of expensive.
While we are having our long rest, Xander's gonna kind of fill Volray in with some stuff. That is gonna start with Alara. So when Alara went to the quote-unquote past, we learned that the city was the city of, I want to say it starts with a K.
Oh, I don't remember.
Is it Kane?
I think
Yeah,
you're
I
right.
think
I think it's Kane.
I forgot to write it down.
So
Silas has it.
this city was called the City of Kane, and
Is it
she went.
K? Is it K?
Cane.
Is
I-
it
That's
C?
how he spelled it.
God damn it! You
That's
have to
right.
say C now. Is it Kane or is it Kain?
We don't know.
That's true.
Fuck!
It's all been.
We were just told what it is,
Right,
not how to spell it. So however Silas decided to spell it is how we have to spell
I need it for the notes.
it.
It's gonna be Kane.
You can do that little definition thing where I have many names, but all different spellings.
Right.
Xander's also going to point out that the day that we think that the day that this city sank was called there was a festival going on called the Festival of the Night Mother,
Wild Mother.
Wild Mother. And since Xander knows that, I'm gonna assume that Xander knows that Volray has connections with the Wild Mother. He would probably assume that he would be interested in that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, y'all will know that I have connections with the Wild Mother.
We would or wouldn't?
You would.
That makes 3 of you that have connections to this bitch.
And for
All those
Silas,
people and gods.
did Silas ever disclose everything? Did Silas disclose what happened to him?
Yeah. I think so.
I don't know if you did or not.
Yeah, I don't know if you did. I just remember us looking for you.
I need to put that whole thing on the one page.
Oh, that's also that this city is the year of the city was in a date that's not even in our calendars. It's called the 45th of Merchants in the year of the Garden, and it's not even a calendar that we have. And that's about all that we have on what's been going on while you were in your coin form.
And now we're eating a fish humanoid. Be okay. I didn't serve the head, so it doesn't look like humanoid. It's just fish fillet now.
No
I would have
insects.
left out humanoid and just said, now we're eating fish.
Well, see,
we're
I don't want to lie to you and make it sound like you're not eating a humanoid.
Valerie was there when we were killing them.
Did you put the eyes in a bowl?
Ooh.
The head's out back if you want it.
I just said the eyes.
You can go grab the eyes. I'll put them in a bowl. Like,
I mean, we did kick some of them through the fire.
I was gonna say no. I really just kind of gutted that one and made it into fish fillets. I mean, if you want the eyes, they're back there. You can go grab them.
No, I'm good. I was just curious on whether or not you prepared it fully like fish.
It's all right. Hold on. I'll go grab the eyes.
I don't need the eyes.
Hold on. This one's kind of stuck.
Oh.
Oh, here we go. Okay. Now, do you want this in a broth, a soup, or just in the bowl by themselves? They are kind of pretty. They are really bloodshot, but they used to be blue.
A broth.
Broth, got it. Okay. I'll put it in with the bones that I kept.
I mean,
Now I gotta cook it again.
probably be a meat soup of some kind. I don't know that we have too many vegetables on us.
I'll walk over to it. Do you want me to purify this? Are we nervous that we'll get food poisoning from this?
I'd rather just
I mean-
eat this berry.
It's cooked fish. We
Drossop's
shouldn't
already
shouldn't get it. I'm
he kinda
cooking it
looks
to
up at you and He's
perfection.
got several chunks of fish in his mouth. He's like, "Hmm?"
We have like 93 pounds of meat here, guys. It's fine.
Jesus.
93. I mean, with as many fishmen that we killed, please.
I only grabbed one. I don't know if you noticed this, but I am 50.
But he's strong.
We're at the tavern in this little city.
Yeah.
Okay, Harold
Yeah.
is still out. Don't eat his friends in front of him.
He can have some
What
if
do
he
you
wants.
I thought his name was Larry.
Larry
the
was
other
the other one. Harold is the fish guy.
Oh my
Well,
god.
ask Larry if he wants some fish, and I'll get some
my
other
God.
shit for the other one. Like, what the hell you want me to do? Not eat all his free food?
Is that like when you feed eggs to chickens?
I still have like 40 pounds of it over there. I'm gonna salt it, and we're gonna try to preserve it.
I mean, by Melrum's description, they weren't very smart. They probably just see food.
Probably, as long as you're not like cutting them up in front of him.
Seafood.
Laura would probably look at Silas when he talked about purifying the food and say, it's okay. Drossus has already eaten it. If he gets dysentery, we know not to eat it.
He's a lizard. He eats everything.
I feel like you guys are really doubting my cooking skills right now.
I'm just going to
Do
wait
you
a
really
little bit
think
and
I'm
see what happens
this
to
old
him.
only get like buying tavern food?
I mean, really, all the toxins would have been cooked out of it.
Exactly.
God.
Do you see any alternations
Sashimi?
of colors in this fucking soup over here? No. You see perfectly light brown broth.
It's got
And then
eyeballs
nice
just
tall
floating
eyeballs.
around.
So
I mean, the only
you know what,
danger
Blue,
is-
can you actually roll to see how well you cook?
Yeah, sure.
Yes.
I mean,
So I have all the tools and everything, so
Are you
should be
proficient
alright.
in cooking utensils?
That would be under tools, right?
Under proficiencies, yeah.
No,
Okay.
but
So
it's
the
fine.
The first thing you're gonna do is roll an intelligence check.
Okay. 21.
Okay.
Oh.
All right. Now that you're
Gonna
done with
use the
that,
other one.
you're
for this
gonna
one,
roll
'cause that was a
wisdom
19.
check.
4. What am I rolling a wisdom check for?
One is understanding if this cooks like regular fish. The next one is
Oh.
recalling recipes with fish.
17 plus 1, 18.
Okay. Now a dexterity check.
Now
How well do you
the
cook
other one.
fish?
18. 15
Okay.
plus 3.
Nice.
Nice.
He actually cooks. It's pretty decent.
I mean,
It's
I'm
a
no
bit-
chef, but I mean,
You know, Eva, not to sound rude, but shouldn't he know how he got here in the first place? I mean, for all we know, we could be eating him.
Del, what's his intelligence? I guess I'd have to go look at his thing. Hold on. I can't.
it's like,
Mine
you have all the
or-
papers.
Wait, my intelligence?
No, the fish.
No, my fish dude, Harold. I think he. I'm
A 12?
Is it
A
12?
12.
So I think
Yeah.
he knows, right? Like,
Does he
basically-
care?
Have you asked him if he knows?
No, he's kind of just
So-
chilling
so-
next to me
so
because I
the-
haven't like
I
dismissed
was gonna
him.
say, the black figure thingy's standing right next to you, right?
Mhm.
I'm just gonna throw a piece of fish at him.
Just tell him it's a chicken.
Try to hit him in the face.
It goes through him.
I mean, it's the chicken.
I don't
of the
think he
sea.
cares.
It's a chicken of the sea.
And you owe me 1 pound of fish.
Okay.
So, you guys will all get a long rest.
Yeah. See, actually, Del, here's a fun question.
Mhm.
Before we do a long rest, who's willing to help me test something?
Oh,
That depends.
And yeah, it depends on what it is.
Okay. So, I promise it won't hurt. It just might make you really sleepy.
I'm willing to watch.
I'll do it.
I have an advantage against magic putting me. Oh, magic can't put me to sleep.
Oh.
Well, it's not gonna put you to sleep. It's gonna paralyze you.
Oh. Is it poison?
So
Yes.
Drossith is
Okay.
the guinea pig.
I have
right?
an advantage on poison.
I mean, you have an advantage on poison, but if you willingly fail it, so I can test it real quick, just so I can see what it does.
willingly fail a con saving throw.
Can you not?
No, because that is not a you get to choose it. That is whether or not your body can take it.
This isn't fair. But who wants to try it anyways?
I will.
Okay. So, give me a second while I pull this up real quick.
I hate that I can't look at the whole thing sheet on my phone. It's irritating. Let me see if I can open it a different way.
Have you tried opening it on your computer?
I cannot while everything is open.
Oh.
All right, Loot. So I'm gonna pull out a vial, and it's just a small vial, and I'm gonna pour it into a bowl of soup, and I'm gonna just hand it to you. Just go for it.
Just kind of look at it, sniff at it a little bit, look at it, and they're like, all right. And they'll hold it up in the air and drink it all in one go.
So now you have to make a con saving throw, and hopefully you roll low so I can test this.
Can you do me a favor, Dill?
Hmm.
Can you, for remembering purposes, have like, by the priest, have Larry, and by the warrior, say Harold on the sheet? Like, is there a spot for that? Because I can't do it. It's view only, so.
I mean, I can. What happens when you get more than one priest?
It's like,
Larry 2.
comma. No, like, comma, comma. Or you could just have,
Harold.
yeah, I'll just have like the name with commas or something.
Okay.
I rolled a 21.
God damn it. Can someone with low constitution try this?
I don't know. Let me look at my constitution.
Yeah. You don't want me to do
You
it.
let the barbarian try it, so.
Well, see, I'm trying to talk Dell into letting me mess with these saving throws because a lot of them are like 10s and 12s.
So you have stock poisons right now.
I mean, it's not necessarily stock, but you know, it's also not very strong.
I kind of.
My tongue's numb. My tongue's numb.
I have a 14 constitution.
I mean, you can try it if you'd like.
What, do I just need
I
to
promise
roll
yeah. Just take this bowl of soup and then
like a
roll a
saving? Is it a
contract.
save? Okay, just a check. Okay, here.
Or it's a saving throw.
It's a saving throw.
Okay, well, let me redo that then, because that's a regular one.
I mean,
No, so
shouldn't it be the same?
Hang on.
Nope.
the same
Nope.
battle.
Nope. I'm not.
Oh, okay. Time
No.
out. So
Because I rolled
hang
a
on.
regular one.
Time out.
Yeah, but
It is-
it's the same thing.
You rolled. It's the same number.
It counts.
It
right?
doesn't count.
It's
Yes,
It
it
counts.
does. You roll the die.
Critical
and it just
fail.
You just fucking want me to
So
fail.
Yes.
No, we've
little
had this
bit,
rule
yeah.
since last campaign. When you roll it and you click the wrong thing for digital dice, all right, you just change the modifier to it. You rolled a 1.
I did.
It's fine. So you take 3 points of damage,
Okay.
and now you went to sleep very, very fast.
Okay.
So he drinks the whole thing. And I'm like, damn. She drinks it. Douche. Oh, so it does work.
Okay.
So
So
is that
So
gonna happen to me?
is she now poisoned?
For an hour, but it's fine. I'm
I
just gonna
took
go over there
3
and
points of
slap
damage.
her a little bit, and it just wakes her up.
Does she have dysentery now?
Slap me,
No.
see what happens. She gonna slap you back, and it's not gonna be pretty.
I mean, you can do that, or I can let you stay asleep.
So
I can
Melbourne's
wake her up
gonna,
in the poison.
Melbourne's gonna be one of her shadow people here in a minute when she gets back.
so
I mean, it's up to you. Either I can like fucking and wake you up, or you can stay asleep and might not get a long rest.
Don't
based on how
slap
long
me.
you
Just
stay
use
asleep.
water or something.
I'll-
Jesus.
No.
You have to.
I'll-
No, it's just take an action to wake it. So I guess we could just shake you.
Yeah.
violently shake her, yeah. So for this long rest, who's doing what watch?
I'll do it first.
I'll
I'll be
just.
second.
Why don't I just leave Harold to watch?
Because Harold can't talk. I'm doing the first watch with Sue.
They can talk.
I'll do the second watch with
Valen.
Chaos.
How many of them have talked so far, Ty?
I haven't
they
talked
have.
to Harold yet. Larry just kind of nods at me.
Mm-hmm.
Tight, I don't think they can talk.
And
They're see-through.
Your fish dude don't know common.
So all right.
Yeah.
So Subi's doing first watch.
Yeah. With Melbourne.
Go ahead. With Melvin. Go ahead.
What are we rolling?
Perception check.
Okay.
I'm going to be doing watch, but at the same time refilling the 2 vials that I spent. So do you want me to roll it at disadvantage? Yeah. Okay, I was making sure. 12 and a 8 plus 4, so 12.
Okay. So you guys are pretty much just hanging out, making sure nobody comes to the doors while everybody's setting up for bed. Nothing strange happens.
Subi, you do get to see something kind of cool though.
Ooh.
There's another little dragon.
So
Where did
here's
he
the
come from?
first watch, everybody is still mostly awake as they're settling down.
Yeah, I'm just doing it outside, away from
Okay.
everybody besides obviously Silas.
Gotcha. All right. Who's doing second
So-
watch?
Me and Ryan.
Here,
Oh, yeah,
I'll
those
send
are
you a
good.
message.
I got an 18. She's using fingers. Give her a minute.
I am not. I'm 25.
25. Okay. So everybody's gone to sleep at this point. You're like, okay, cool, yeah. You still hear the sound of whatever that thing is that was walking around, as well as the dragging of whatever it's got with it. You also hear what sounds like more of those fish people out and about. And you both could swear that you hear people laughing. It sounds like it's way off in the distance, but you're not sure where.
Not fish people laughing.
How do fish people laugh exactly, Subi? So they talk and laugh the same way. Got it.
Exactly. You can never tell the difference.
So, are you guys doing anything specific, or just kind of?
Silas is now our fish translator.
No, just listening
Fish.
for now.
I like fish.
All right. Who's doing third watch?
I will.
Okay.
Watch. I like watch. Let's go watch.
Somebody please tell me that Drew Gulk has a watch that's broken or something.
It'd be pretty cool if you did.
I rolled an 8. I did not do good.
An 8 total.
Yeah.
Okay.
I rolled 9. Ah, there's stars in the sky. That's all I see.
What'd you roll?
Suvi
A 9.
sent me a friend request. Oh man, we're friends.
So, you two hear kind of the same stuff. It's like, oh hey, there's that loud footprint dragging. Then you hear laughing, and you guys like get distracted and try and follow it some. Who's doing fourth watch?
I'll do fourth.
So will I.
Okay.
I feel like Eva should join them. She's not gotten to do anything.
Enjoy.
Ooh.
What?
He
Put you
sees
to work.
stories.
Okay.
All right.
So a couple things. Volry and Xander wake up not because Drugulk and Drossith woke them up for their turn of watch. You guys woke up because you heard rustling and what sounded like pots being thrown around.
Oh dear.
When you both stood up,
Uh,
Drossith is nowhere to be seen. Drugulk is nowhere to be seen.
Huh?
What?
Your two barbarians
Can I
are
go-
missing.
Can I go
Oh,
investigate
no.
the rustling first of all?
You sure can. But can you make a dexterity check for me? Actually, it's a saving throw.
Okay. Eeny, meeny, miny, moe, pick a toe by toe, 11. Let's do the blue one. Oh, that's a nat 20. Okay.
Okay.
20.
That was a good choice.
So you go stand up and realize that, like the straps that are like loose to like tie stuff to your bag, have been used to try and tie your ankles together.
Yeah, I'm just gonna. Where's my moonblade?
Do you sleep next to it? Is it under your pillow? Is it in your bag?
Well, it would probably be next to me. I just want to say,
Still
like, is my sword still here?
Yeah, it's still there.
You just chink.
Okay,
Also,
you
I don't
just
have a backpack.
undone the strap. You just undone.
Yeah.
Well, it wasn't your backpack, but there were straps tied around your ankles. They literally came from a backpack.
Fair.
So, you undo them, get up. Sounds like it came from the kitchen. You go and look that way. What's Volry doing?
Vore is looking to see if anyone else is missing.
No one else is missing.
Okay, and then following up right behind Xander while having Ribbon kind of just stay behind with the rest.
You know that look that animals get when there's something there and you're like, bro, there's nothing there.
God damn.
Ribbon is like towards the kitchen where Xander went.
Do
Uh-huh.
I see anything with my dark vision?
Nope.
Oh no. It's that kind of thing.
It's a ghost.
Ooh. Ooh.
Anna, can you not? No, ma'am. Damn it. Hang on. Literally moved two of my monitors and I have to. Okay. Because God forbid she go under them, she just pushes between them. There's nothing in the kitchen. No more noises.
guys come back out of the kitchen.
Can
Go ahead.
Hold on. I have to remember what my sword can do. Or not my sword, my bow. Oh, can I just shoot one of my arrows towards the ceiling of it? It emits a bright light in a 20-foot radius and dim light for an additional 20 feet.
So you're waking everybody up.
Kitchen or the main area of the tavern?
Kitchen.
Okay, yeah. Boom. Looks like it's a old decrepit kitchen. Rusted pots, pans. Same as it was when everybody walked in here.
Laura just turned his Xander. So you heard it too, right?
Yep. And was his ankles bound together too?
Nope. Nope, just yours.
Mm-mm.
And somebody had tied my ankles together for some reason or another.
Giggity.
So there's something in this house.
Is Robin still staring at the kitchen?
Nope.
Okay, where is Riven staring at then?
Back where you guys were sleeping. And not like one place, like looking around a bunch.
Hold on. Xander's gonna go and wake up Eva.
Okay.
So real quick, before you do that, you try to wake them up and notice that half of the bags have been tossed. Like there's shit everywhere.
I'm going to use a charge of my Ring of Animal Influence for Speak with Animals.
Okay.
I forgot I had that.
What are you doing with it?
Talk to Riven and kind of figure out what the fuck is going on with her, what she's noticing, and all that jazz.
Okay. All right. So while you're talking to Riven, Snowy, it looks like your bags were tossed. Like random bags were just completely like tossed. Like there's shit all over the place. Like if you were searching for something and you were tossing people's bags, it would look like this.
Obviously, that was not a nice person. Not very polite.
Is there any way we can? Which bags were? Did we? Can I tell which bags were tossed, or is it's just too much of a mess?
You're not sure. No, you're not sure because there's shit everywhere.
Okay, I'm a little nervous that I know what it is, but I'm gonna investigate the bags and see what I can find.
Brooke, send me like exact questions you're asking the burb.
My kitty burb.
Yes. You do see a hand that has a hold of something, dragging it back towards the bag.
I knew it. It's the fucking bag, man.
Who's fucking carrying the bag with us?
It's the bag of devouring, I think.
Oh, so it's Blue's bag. Son of a bitch.
Okay, well,
nothing.
my character would try to pick up the said bag that has the hand in it.
You're gonna pick up the bag and not try and stop it from taking the item.
What's the item?
Where he's standing with the bar, all he sees is a hand, and you can hear something metal being dragged.
How would I do this?
Stop the item.
I guess I could take the moonblade and try to stab the hand.
Oh shit!
Oh, piss him off.
Okay.
Listen, I know what this is. Xander does not. I gotta play the character how it would get played.
Do it.
Stabber.
Cut its fingers off.
He's pulling up the Bagman's character sheet right now.
Mm-hmm.
This is how you can tell what Dell's favorite monster is. As we've
Using it in
fought
every
him
campaign.
3 or 4 times now.
Yep.
Ah, okay.
I want to point out that it's just a thing that, like, they exist, which means it's fun.
You know, I'm just saying, but if you wake 2 certain people up, pretty sure we got enough strength between the 2 of us to drag his ass out of there.
True, but some of us are glass cannons.
Alright,
You mean
so
like-
he's going to leap, basically, like, vault the bar to attack
Yeah.
this thing?
Yeah.
Okay. Roll an attack roll.
Where the hell did that dice go? $24.
That hits.
Nice.
Where's that? Where the fuck is the D6 at?
Why can I only use tides emojis in this channel?
You should be able to use all of them.
No. Only yours.
It's probably a... Ooh, 6 damage.
6 damage, okay. So you hit it. It freaks out and wiggles a bit. Rightfully so.
Oh.
It's just say Adele. It's gonna drag me into the bag.
It's going to lash out at you. It can't see you, so it has disadvantage.
Mind you, while this is happening, I'm having a conversation with my small little owl griffin.
15 to hit.
No, you're so close, but it's sick. But I have 16.
Okay. That won't hit either. Okay. So it misses both times, and then the hand retreats into the bag.
It's weird. I didn't change anything. It won't let me use other ones either.
I can do it.
Xander's gonna take the flat of his moonblade and kind of pick up the bag by the strap and kind of just set it down to the side a little bit.
Okay. The item that it was pulling on was the Rod of Resurrection.
Oh shit.
Damn.
So did I save the rod from getting pulled away?
Yes, you saved Valen's rod.
Thank you for saving
So this
my
is
rod.
This is when Xander's gonna start kind of waking people up and kind of wonder, like, whose bag is that one in the corner?
It growled at me.
So whose bag is it?
Didn't the old man have that? Is that not what he was?
Whose bag is it?
It was the bag of devouring.
God damn it. I don't know, man. It's some weird shit.
How good is Melberman lying?
Very. But I don't like rolling perception or persuasion checks against other people, so it's up to y'all to decide if you believe me or not.
But here's what I will say: as you guys are all waking up, there's no Drossith, no Drugulk.
Yeah, they're
Oh
still
no.
I think I know what
Oh,
happened.
pretty butterflies. Oh, look at shiny
Okay.
objects.
So, 3 things. 1, we need to figure out whose bag that was because Valen, it was about there was a hand whatever was in that bag was trying to steal this, and he holds up the Rod of Resurrection. 2, for Evangeline. Volray's Griffin Ribbon was seeing things that we could not see, and you are the one with the spooky ghost powers. So please let us know if there's anything in anything.
Can I
there's anything
see
in this
stuff like
tavern.
that?
Look, that didn't answer my question.
Brooke, you're talking to a bird cat.
I know. I thought it was specific. My bird cat can see dead people.
Okay, there you go.
And 3, the barbarians are missing.
They'll be fine. What trouble could they get into?
Probably a lot, actually.
In
Alright.
that particular bag, a little bit.
That's like it's like leaving me and
Eyeless alone?
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. You guys need those leashes, so.
We're gonna start wearing name tags.
I'm with stupid.
So does your name tag say dude or sweet?
Yes. And then
Oh god. Oh my god, I'm having flashbacks.
Okay, so the bag is probably somewhere beside me since it's obviously my bag, right?
Well, it was part of the tossed. Like you guys are all realizing, like a lot of your bags were like just tossed. Like there's shit everywhere.
Okay. So I'm gonna be running for the back end of the bag. So hands over here. I'm going way the fuck around. And I'm just gonna boop inside out.
Okay.
In what?
He's flipped the bag inside out.
First, the bag of devouring.
What does that do?
Yeah, I've never heard of that.
Closes the orifice.
That sounds so wrong.
So think of it this way, right? So anything that goes into the bag, there's a giant extra dimensional being on the other side of the bag that munches everything. If I force it closed,
It munches itself.
it just closes, and with something half hanging out of it.
So the hand had retreated, right? The hand was not still sticking out of it. It was just your bag. So you still flip it?
Well, yeah, because
okay.
I'm thinking about trying to see if they're in there, because I can be like, barbarian guy.
So you flip it out, and nothing. Now you just have a nice fancy bag.
Okay, so that doesn't permanently close it, right? That's just while it does.
Oh no!
When I was reading it, it didn't say it permanently closes it. It just says it closes it.
No, if you turn it inside out or stab it, yeah.
I mean, the only thing that it says is if it's pierced or torn. It's not being torn.
Oh no, the new one does say that. Okay, never mind.
As I say, it just says if it's pierced or torn, it is destroyed, and anything contained within it is transported to a random location.
Never mind.
So you could ideally turn it back and forth then, correct?
Yes.
Yeah. I was doing it to stop whatever the fuck's trying to come out of it from coming out of it. Give it a little bit of time, and then I was going to try to reach in for the barbarian, hopefully not get yanked in.
You'd get yanked in, don't do that.
Yeah, but what if the barbarian and the other guy is in here?
Or if they need us.
They're not going to be.
Wait, are both of them in? Or yeah, both of them are barbarians. Okay.
Yeah.
Del, I know you said that there was like shit gathered around, so people are going to be getting their shit. Is there any trace of like what direction or where the two barbarians went?
Roll an investigation check.
Okay.
I'm gonna roll that too.
Okay.
I'll look with them.
Oh, never mind. It doesn't matter, because if they got pulled into the bag, they're already dead.
I got a nat 20.
Nice. I won't even bother then.
I got a 19.
Okay. So both of you begin looking around. I mean, it looks like you can follow. They were like patrolling the tavern, and then their footprints just disappear.
Oh fuck!
What did they touch?
Yeah, what did they touch?
I'm gonna kind of look over to
Sprouted
Xandor
wings.
and be like, "Who was the first one up?"
Wait a minute. Is my unicorn missing?
Is that all you care about?
Volray and I got up at about the same time, and I found my legs bound, and just everything a mess.
Any, like, okay. So what woke you up? Did you?
We heard a noise coming from the kitchen that sounded like pots banging back and forth, banging around. And when I went to investigate the kitchen, I found nothing there. Which is why I asked dear Evangeline over here to use her, whatever this new power of hers is.
It's basically she could like feel souls.
Well, do you feel any souls around?
Do I feel any souls, Del?
No.
Okay, no.
Is this place like caked with dust and dirt and shit?
Yeah.
Is there any footprints near any of our bags? That's not our own.
No.
Does it look like there's picked up something? And there's like a dust spot that's cleaner.
So, you guys are figuring this out. We will cut to Drossith and Drugulk, who are now standing in the middle of, it looks like it's a like horse run converted to like a axe throwing or knife throwing station for a fair, and you guys are bound to the targets as people are about to throw knives at you guys.
Oh, Jesus.
And that's where we'll get break.
Alright guys, we'll be right back.
Well, all right then.
We'll go. Like this shit.
Hi.
Mm-hmm.
We're back.
Guess who's back?
Back again. Come on.
Okay, so we're at the barbarians being tied to a throwing knife arena.
Yeah. And there are a bunch of young humans that are about to throw knives and axes at you guys. What do you?
Try to break out.
Okay. Drew?
I'll probably be doing the same. Just be struggling. But I'll be asking dumb questions like, what am I doing here? Who am I? What is this?
Is water wet?
I need you guys to roll strength checks. Also, know it's moist.
Is a hot dog a sandwich?
That's a taco.
It's a moist sandwich.
No, hot dog is a hot
said
dog.
roll what?
Hot dog water.
Strength check. Try and break out.
Okay.
At this point, would it be hot dog water or just hot dog sweat?
Water.
Water.
43.
Okay, Drew?
You rolled a what?
I rolled a 23.
Oh,
strength
I
check.
think he said 43. I was like, I don't think that number's on the dice.
Same thing. I was like,
I got
Jesus Christ,
17.
What kind of strength do these people have?
You both managed to
They have a
snap the restraints. At the same time you snap the restraints, you both hear an explosion. You can see smoke coming from a different part of town.
I'm gonna look over at Drew Gulk and then look towards the explosion and start running towards the explosion.
Ah, fire! Let's go check.
Okay.
Remember what happened to Volray.
So, you guys take off running.
Mm-hmm.
As you're running down the streets, kind of just following the smoke that you can see, you pass by people who are running past you, screaming, starting to grab stuff in their homes. And you wind through a couple streets. And you get to where smoke is coming from, and laying on the ground is something similar to the stone statue that was dragging around a post, missing most of its core, on the ground smoking, and water spewing up from the center of a fountain, and a singular individual standing in front of it. You cannot see the face.
Is it Wintergale? Is it
No,
Wintergale?
it's
You cannot see their face. They are in a cloak, and they are just standing there as people are scattering.
Are they holding anything? Are they?
Not that you can see. You're about
You're saying
100 feet
they're
away.
They're just facing where the statue used to be.
Yep.
I'm going to approach.
Okay. Are you approaching with the intent to fight, or just
No.
Okay. So, you start walking up, and then there's that rumbling thud of what you're guessing is another one of those statue individuals coming down a street. It appears, and it looks like he just waves his hand, and it gets cut in diagonal, and the top half slides off of it.
That's cool.
So I think we can cross out Melbourne from the suspect list. Just saying.
I mean, Joseph will call out what's going on, what's happening.
Oh. The individual does not turn to face you. But all you hear in your head is, oh, well, the sinking of a city. And then you guys are standing outside, out front of the tavern.
Did they make any sound when they come back?
I probably would have thought of a better question had I known that was the only one I was going to get.
Who am I? Where am I? What is this?
Well, we were back in the past again, it seems, or it was our turn. Did you see what I saw?
Past?
Do you see what
I saw stuff.
see?
Melbrum looks over and hears them talking. Okay, I can go back to bed now.
Upon hearing that, Xander would kind of walk outside to where they are and kind of basically ask them, well, where you been?
However many years ago, it seems. I don't even know if I picked up anything. I was just there. Well, both of us were there, which is strange. That's not happened yet. He'll start to walk inside to where the rest of the tavern was. Well, and I'm guessing he sees a couple people awake. It's like, well, when we came to, we were strapped to a festival game, and then we heard an explosion and we ran towards the center of town. We saw, do you remember that statue being dragged around by that golem? Well, it was freshly it had just freshly been taken down from the center of that display. There was a man standing there while everybody else was running. And then another golem appeared, and he waved his hand, and it was cut in two. I asked him what was going on. He said, well, the town is sinking, of course. And then we were back. So we can confirm that it did.
The process version is way more calm than what actually happened.
No fun, no fighting, just boom.
Just boom.
Right. Just there was definitely the explosion, but yeah, we can confirm that the town indeed sank, it seems.
Melbourne just kind of turns over. Yeah, I couldn't tell that already by its underwater.
It could have just appeared here.
Did it sink or did the tide rise?
That's right. We wouldn't know.
Well, tide hasn't gotten out of our chair, so the tide has not risen yet.
Not yet, at least. But if we do more hydrants...
Xander kind of crosses his arms in thought, and then as he kind of decides to start walking out the door, but before he walks out the door, he kind of tells everyone that he would like them to meet him at the fountain whenever they're ready. And Xander's gonna go to the fountain.
He packs their shit back up.
How much of that fish was I able to salt?
How much salt do you have on you?
Figured some of it came within the cooking supplies that I got, but
you were probably able to salt about 10 pounds.
Nice.
I was just saying, because I don't have any actual salt. I just have the cooking kit, which doesn't really say what it comes with. Alright, so 10 pounds of fish.
Oh, Brooke, by the time that those two get back, Riven doesn't see anything anymore.
Okay.
So, you guys gonna leave your friend Xander off by himself, or you guys gonna go
Or
meet up with him?
I'm gonna pack up and I'm gonna start heading that way.
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay. So, everybody packs up, heads out that way. What is Xander doing at the fountain?
He's kind of he has an idea, knowing that everybody's touched things that everybody's like been touching things and that they've been going to the past, and hearing the story about what actually happened to that child. He wants when people get here.
Okay, so you broke up for that last little bit.
Mm-hmm.
When everybody gets there, he wants to what?
He wants to test a theory out when everybody gets here.
All right. So the group gets there. What theory?
And this is him kind of saying this out loud. If this seems to be the main source of whatever happened to this town, and it seems that more than one person can travel back in time. Or the words are not wording. More than one person can travel back in time at the same time. So, theoretically, if we all touch the fountain, we should all be able to travel back in time, essentially.
Sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
Sounds good to me.
That
So
sounds
we're gonna count to 3 and hope that we all touch it at the same time, or we all going to touch one person and have them touch the statue?
Ooh.
All right, and are you doing on 3 or after 3?
On 3.
On 3.
So are we touching each
touching my
other, or
numbers
are we
where-
touching the statue all the
The statue.
Technically, the fountain.
Yeah.
Well, actually, yeah. The statue isn't on the fountain, but the fountain is was area 0 of what happened here.
Yes.
Okay.
So everybody's going to circle up and touch the fountain?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. So you all circle up and touch the fountain.
Okay.
Nothing happens.
Damn it.
It's a little.
Some of us was already here before, so we probably already would have touched it, but I completely forgot about that. Just gonna go walk over to the big footprint and just kind of step on it like, does this work?
Nope.
Damn, I thought it was a good theory.
Do we want to tie a rope to each other? So if one of us goes, we all go? Just start touching things?
No.
Everybody's just
This fountain is right in front of what we believe to be the town hall, right?
Yeah.
Did any of us ever actually go inside of said town hall and check around?
We didn't
No.
go because it was too late.
Oh, yeah.
Alright, so that's where I'm heading. Y'all have fun.
Yeah.
Touching the fountain.
Did we finish our long rest?
Yes.
Yes, you did
Yes.
long rest.
Okay.
Yeah, Valen's right behind Meldrum going into the town hall.
Sounds like a good idea.
I'll go with them. I'm gonna cast detect magic on our way in.
Okay. So 2 paladins, a
Uh,
cleric, and a bard go into a town hall. What else?
I'll go too.
Same.
Okay.
It's party.
Anybody
I'll cast
not going?
Detect sense.
Xander will kind of Yeah, Xander's gonna kind of stay and keep watch.
What did you say?
I'm gonna hang out.
Okay. All right. Okay. So those of you that wander in, for those of you that are staying outside and need a perception check, you guys wander in. This building is missing serious parts of it. Roof is missing. Some of the walls are missing. But you start to walk through, looking around. It looks like you'd expect a town hall to look, where you've got the lobby, you've got a dining room, you've got like a conference room. You're able to physically climb up what was probably the stairs. Good.
I was just going to say, you can finish first.
Oh, okay, go ahead, because I'm just narrating as you guys go through. If there's something you want to look at.
Yeah, Valen's going to be gathering up the books and scrolls like he did last time.
So far there are no books and scrolls. But gotcha. So as you're going through, you do find a library. Valen starts going through books, looking for stuff. Are you just grabbing the books or looking for anything specific?
No, I'm just going to be taking them.
Okay. All right. So you have that. You get into a couple offices. You do go into one office, and there is a skeleton sitting in a chair.
Okay. Does it have anything?
No. It looks like it was just kind of sitting here.
Is there anything in here that could hold paperwork that could be like a ledger or anything? Like a big book?
Roll investigation check.
I'll give guidance.
Okay.
It's a very dapper looking
What's
skeleton.
guidance?
Add a 1d4 to whatever you get.
Probably gonna need it. Oh, yeah, that's an extra 4, 6, 7, 8, so 19.
19.
Nice.
You find a partial map.
Ooh.
That is kind of waterlogged, so it's lost some of it. You find a book that looks like it is like the town tax stuff, possibly, maybe.
That's what I was looking for.
You also do find a framed, pristine copy of what looks like the deed for this city.
Oh,
taking that.
nice.
Do we own the city now?
It's
I'm
underwater.
gonna compare my map to over his shoulder.
I was gonna say,
If anything matches up.
is there any way we could do like a scratching of the map? Because I know it's waterlogged.
It's almost where like it looks like it was hand drawn and then it got wet and part of it's missing. So you can lay it out on the table in front of the skeleton and lay Silas's map over it, right?
Well, you know how like
his map.
Yeah.
for certain things they do like rubbings with charcoal.
Yes.
So since it's all hand done, there's the indentions and everything. Can we still try that?
So you can, yes, but if you look, so you guys effectively what you're looking at is you've done the city looks like it is built in a giant pentagram. So it's got 5 straight sides to it.
So 5 roads going through.
5. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Right. So it has a point on the bottom. Each of those like straight walls has a road going up to the center that is the gate. So there's effectively 5 straight roads that go into the center of town. You guys have effectively the bottom 2/5. The bottom left 2/5 of where you came in. If the
is
point
that
is
what
going,
we drew or what the map has?
what he has, what Silas has, it appears because you can line up where there is some overlap, where effectively the point of this shape points towards the shore. Is your best guess, and you line it up, and you're like, okay, cool, you figured this out. You have like the bottom left 2/5 basically. The top 5th is completely gone on this map. Then you have about one whole other section as if you divide it by 5 by these roads, and then half of another 5th.
I'll copy that stuff. That part that we can add to it that we don't have.
It also has like this looks like it was written
different language.
Your best guess based on the date and the date that you guys were told is probably within. You would have to guess a month of the date you were given. So it actually has like business names.
Oh, cool.
Does it have a town name on it by any chance?
It does.
Let's say Kane.
Mm-hmm. Is it spelled correctly?
How is it spelled?
How is it spelled?
Kain.
I'll start racing.
So close.
So Del, this skeleton is it just a skeleton, or does it have clothes of any kind on it?
It's just a skeleton.
I take it right.
Does it look like it just sat down? Like there was no struggle or anything?
Yep.
There's no necklaces on it, nothing.
Not that you can see, no.
Oh, I was trying to figure out if it died struggling or if it how quickly it happened.
I will let you roll investigation if you want to investigate around it to see if there's any like.
Okay.
You know, go.
I'll touch it.
You'll touch the butt.
I'm gonna touch the butt.
So
Staring at her phone.
Yeah.
Teacher, I wasn't paying attention.
What is Evangeline doing during all this?
She doesn't know what's going on, so she has no idea.
I'm just here.
I mean, nothing.
Okay, so she's just standing around. Okay.
Well, she followed everybody in because she doesn't really know what's going on, and she'd probably just be looking around for bones and spirits and shit.
Guys,
well, it just so happens.
Bones around?
Just so happens there's a full skeleton right where we're at.
Right in front of you guys.
Right in front of us.
In fact, that's what I am investigating. Is the skeleton.
Did you ever watch the movie Mean Girls? There's about a 32% chance that it's already raining.
Exactly.
Jesus fuck.
I can't believe you just Mean Girls, Ty. Holy shit, that's great.
Damn.
Okay, fine.
I love how in there. I say the skeleton because I know Tyde's gonna react. Nothing. Tyde's just off and fucking.
I was working on listing stuff. I'll wait.
You know, Valen's just gonna make some signs in the shapes of arrows and cast light on them, all pointing to the skeleton.
I'm also gonna do guiding light in a circle around the body, like.
This is where you need another wizard with major image that has just fucking the dude from the old school like 90s Six Flags commercials just dancing and pointing at the skeleton.
Really?
Tide, like you were I was like, what's Evangeline doing? And you were just we said like 4 things, and then somebody's like something went teacher, and you're like, huh? And we're just staring at you, and you're like, bones and shit. And I was like,
I was doing a TikTok.
No, listings.
I literally said this full skeleton.
Okay, she's gonna be examining it. Does she? Well, what kind of? Well,
what kind of skeleton is
kind of
this?
soul?
Yeah.
Kind of soul.
So there is no soul from it.
Okay.
But roll an investigation check, and you and Drossith can like get handsy with the skeleton.
Okay, so one last question about
this. I got a nat 20. With real dice, guys, with real dice.
So what did we learn?
See, Tide? We keep telling you, use your real dice.
Exactly.
Uh-huh.
Oh, look, she's actually in the game now. She got a nat 20.
That's going to be my only nat 20 for the night watch.
It might be the only time you roll dice. What's your modifier?
When blue does what? What did I do?
I said blue. You said you're going to do one other thing with the.
No, Drew said it in chat. I'm like, when Blue does what?
Yeah, Blue, what did you do?
So there are more ways to,
well, there goes
worse ways
my
to
lights.
predict things. So you were talking about predicting the weather, the percentages. And so I said,
Oh.
And then viewership went up. So maybe that's a better way.
It's all right. Look, I'm sorry. Nobody on stream can see my titties. I don't do OnlyFans. I'm sorry.
Tide.
Yes.
Well, I mean, I saw your hands go up, and I saw the movement.
What's your modifier?
I definitely figured out what you were doing.
Tide has
plus
forgotten
7.
to play
Hold
D&D,
on.
folks.
Let me open
Sorry.
my character sheet.
27.
Your modifier.
That is.
What's your plus?
That is 7.
That's what she said.
I fucking said
just
7.
Sighing. I'm just sighing at Tide.
Why? Why? I said
you wanted to check
7.
One more thing.
Yeah. The parts that we can see that aren't messed up versus the parts that we already have mapped out, are they almost identical?
What do you mean?
Oh, no, investigation is plus 7.
Like
comparing our map.
So you're saying it all goes in this lovely little pentagram type shape with the roads going through. Are the buildings set up all similar?
So your best guess is yes. Part of the place where you entered is gone as well. And also, Silas was working with, like, when there's buildings that aren't there that seem like, according to this map, were there.
Okay, and just a heads up, my lights have flickered 4 times now.
Okay.
So if I just disappear, that's what it is.
Okay.
5 times.
Same with us.
If you keep doing it, you're gonna blow my fucking light bulbs, you asshole.
The ghost
just go out if
wants
you're
to
gonna go
talk.
out.
The ghost wants to talk.
Larry's
Smite me, oh mighty
haunting
smiter.
Smite me, oh mighty smiter! Alright, so
Wait.
Drothith, you're trying to figure out, like, was there a struggle? It looks like looking at the chair, looking at everything, it looks like there is blood dried into this chair. And the way it looks like this person just sat down and died.
All right.
Tide, how are you investigating for this? What are you doing to investigate the skeleton?
Well, you said there's no soul, which would have been the main reason she's looking, but
She's pulling out her handy dandy magnifying glass and looking at the bones.
sure. I'm trying to think of what
I
else she
wonder
would use
if
them
we
for.
have any kind of spells that could help us in this situation.
Oh dear lord. Okay.
Who knows?
I mean, it's a pretty clean skeleton.
Yeah.
She's gonna cast Speak
cool
with the Dead.
Wow, we have that spell? That's so useful.
Just to appease him. There you
Look, if I have to get cut off early, I'm gonna be as petty as I fucking can.
All right.
I'm gonna put you in charge of
So-
asking him the questions, though.
You go, all
Fair
right,
enough.
we're going to do this.
Mhm.
And then you cast a spell, and Evangeline just poofs.
God damn it. I'm never the one that's good with talking to people, never gets to talk to people.
So hang on.
It's still
so
cast.
Evangeline poofs. The skeleton still goes.
Wait.
Oh, so the skeleton's there, but she's not.
She has to ask the questions.
No, I said you could ask the questions.
Nope. The spell states you have to ask them.
No, you guys are gonna ask the same thing. Is Evangeline the skeleton now?
Oh god. What's your first question?
No, don't waste that question.
I'm still pretty sure you have to ask the questions.
Well,
Questions you pose.
try to ask a question then, Melbrum.
Hang on. And now I actually need to see.
I know it says
'Cause I'm pretty
allowing
sure
it to
that's
answer
what you said
questions you
last time.
pose, but I mean,
Let's say you.
I'm just going by
Spell
what
also
Del said
fails
last
if it
time
works.
when
Yeah,
we
but I
did the
cast
bell
it.
guy.
I don't think it's gonna specify if anyone asks.
Yeah, only responds to the caster.
Oh shit.
Oh, so he's just stuck
He's
there.
just
in
like, what
limbo.
the
So
fuck?
he just kind of looks up and she disappears, and I'm like, fuck.
You guys have seen the D&D movie, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Where they leave the corpse without asking the last question?
Yeah.
Yes.
That's so fucked up.
That is fucked up.
Don't worry, friend. She'll be back in like an hour or something. I don't know how long these things last anymore.
You're gonna have to take him with you now.
So,
Oh god.
Tide, Evangeline is now standing in the same office. And you hear explosions going off. And screaming.
Okay, she would walk towards the source of the explosions.
Just like serial killer, I'm just gonna saunter my way there.
Yeah.
With a giant weird scythe and
with a giant scythe and wearing literal bones on her person. Okay, cool. Yeah, but all right, Jason Voorhees, here we go.
Yeah, she's gonna go up to this BBQ and be like,
heavy wooden heel boots, clunk, clunk, clunk.
Yep.
She's gonna walk up to this BBG and be like, I'm scarier than you, bitch.
Arm wrestle me right now. Bet you won't arm wrestle me right now.
Do it.
So, you walk outside to effectively the town center. You've come to realize at this point, and there are 6 golems in various states of destroyed.
Okay.
You do see the 2 that Drosseth pointing out. The one that was cut in half, and the one that had the core blown out. Standing. Well, so where the fountain is that you're used to is now spewing water.
Okay.
There's actually a probably like 6-inch depth of water across everything you can see.
Tide, what is vibrating from your screen?
Vibrating.
Yeah,
it's
a womp 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 like a fan.
It's a fan.
Okay.
Fair enough.
Del, would my
I don't
detect
even
magic
hear
have noticed anything that she touched? This detects magical effects.
Well,
I mean-
so now you detect magic on like the entire skeleton's magical, and
Oh,
it's
yeah.
still stuck, and it's like
Okay.
trying to figure out the fuck. Like, somebody's supposed to ask me questions.
Just kind of waving to him like, "Hey, man, what's up?"
Come here often.
So, kind of floating and flying around, you see the individual that I described to Drosseth earlier, which is a hooded individual, cloaked, can't really see them, and a 40-ish year old human that appears to be sitting on a broom of flying, or in between sitting on it, like laying on it, and then jump up will stand on it. And they are throwing spells back and forth at each other. And not like, oh, haha, I cast magic missile. Like, fucking lightning bolt, it gets, bounces off something and it hits a building.
Some Harry Potter
Ooh.
fight kind of shit.
No. Harry Potter wishes its fights were this epic. Hey, you've seen Freerin, right?
Oh yeah, shit.
That Freerin fighting Freerin in the test level of magic. That's what you're watching right now.
It's gonna back
Are you
up
just gonna stand
slowly.
there and watch, or?
Yeah, she's not getting in that shit.
Anna, ma'am. Sorry, I had to spray a cat for knocking some shit over. Did Evangeline ever go to No, she didn't go to wizard school, did she? Not at all.
Yes, she did.
She did. Okay. Roll a history check for me.
Does she
That's how
know who
Squirrel's
this
defined to
old
die.
man is?
Hold on.
Actually, before you roll the history check, roll a perception check.
I already rolled the history.
Okay, keep that number to yourself.
Okay.
Roll a perception check real quick.
It's 16.
Okay, and what was the history check?
20.
20. Okay, cool.
Damn.
So you both recognize the overcoat on the older gentleman and the cloak that this other individual is wearing. It goes back and forth for a little bit. The older individual gets hit with a spell you're not familiar with. Falls to the ground.
Power word kill.
No, not power word kill. He is now bleeding profusely, and proceeds to take a knife and fair warning, this gets a little gruesome. Proceeds to cut his own arm open and use the blood as a source of the magic to then what's the right way to put this? Cage this other individual in a crest.
Blood magic. That's cool.
And then the other individual, he just like waves his hand and the crystal just flies off. Gets thrown somewhere into the sea. You then watch as the older gentleman with a mangled arm, bleeding, stumbles back into the town hall, not paying you any mind.
That's the dude.
Do they even see me, or am I just like a?
You're not sure. He seems at such a point of loss of blood that he's just.
Yeah, I follow him.
Okay, he sits down in the chair and just relaxes and goes.
Call me John Cena, because they can't see me.
Which is the guy that we literally just are talking to in the other...
And then...
Okay.
Poof. Eva is standing back.
Welcome back.
For you guys, it's been like 2 minutes.
Oh.
For Eva, that was like 45 minutes.
Oh.
This was not a short fight.
So that was intense.
Where'd you get to go?
Seems like the same place that Drossith talked about earlier. I saw the people that he had talked about, but also there were these two wizard-like people that were just duking it out.
Do they have friends like you?
Do they what?
Do they have friends like you?
No.
Oh.
No, they were throwing spells back and forth, and then the one guy hurt the other guy really bad, and then he cut his arm open and used the blood to put the other one in a cage. And then he came back in here and he sat right here, and that's this guy right there.
You can see the skeleton is like locked on to you.
He's waiting for his questions still.
Yeah.
So where's the cage?
Ooh, good question.
Right. Did you say he got flung?
All you saw was him do this, and it went...
Yeah, he threw it like into the ocean. So we would have to go deep sea diving.
We're already doing that.
I don't know how far it went though. Would I be able to sense that soul, depending on how far away it is?
You have no idea.
Okay. And you said this guy doesn't have a soul?
Here.
The skeleton here? No.
If I could give a recommendation, maybe ask the man himself what spell he used.
You want to know what spell he used?
Yeah.
It might tell us where the blood cage is.
You could just ask him where the blood cage is, I guess.
Yeah.
Or you could.
Yeah.
What do you want? The spell or the cage?
Cage.
Why don't we ask what happened before we ask?
Because we know what happens now.
There's this character debate, and the skeleton's just like, I've been waiting for 5 minutes.
We now know what happened.
No, we know what happened based on our POVs, not the one that fought said person's POV.
Well, I just explained to you that they fought. And then he captured the one and flung it away.
the funniest part of this to me is that he's obviously a high-ranking, powerful wizard who's just sitting there being forced to wait while a bunch of novice adventurers are arguing back and forth.
So what's...
I mean, we have 5 questions. So
okay, so what's the first question?
What happened here wants to be a question. You can ask it, but I'm pretty sure we're not getting any other information other than what you've witnessed.
Right.
Or who the guy he was that was fighting.
I was going to say, you can ask him
Who he was, or
who he was, who
Yeah.
the cloaked guy is.
Okay,
where
she's gonna
the-
turn to him and ask, who were you? Or who are you?
Okay. So, he, or the skeleton, says that, his name is Eladad Bellsbane. Ready to spell it?
Hi, I'm Eladad. How are you?
Eladad.
I had a pen. There we go.
Eladad.
That was close. And you say LS Bane? Or like ELS Bane?
BELLS BANE.
Alright, we're good.
Okay. Brooke, did you disappear?
No, I'm alive. I'm just dying and coughing.
Okay.
Huh?
Wanted to make sure because I figured you'd be the one taking notes. I was like, if she disappears before I start going on this.
Nope, I'm taking the notes.
Okay.
Note, he loves casting spells.
So he gives you his name and introduces himself as the Canis Archmage. Is what it translates to.
Archmage?
Canis?
Yeah. He says Canis Magus, so Kainous Magus. Tide would pick up on that, and that is what it translates to for the wizards of the world is he's the Archmage of Cain.
Of Cain, okay. I'm gonna explain that to everybody then.
Yeah.
I mean, that's what I did. Archmage of Cain. There you go.
That's who he is.
Maybe we should ask him what caused this city to sink.
Do we want to know who the other person was first? The one in the cage?
Yeah.
Well, it depends on if it's more important to know the person that he fought or the organization they belong to.
You could generalize it, be like, who were you fighting?
Tide, you know from your history check that what you saw on the cloak has never been tied to an organization.
On the other guy?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Yeah, he had a strange markings on his cloak that I've never seen. Doesn't belong to any organization that I know of.
So you know what was on his cloak?
The symbol, yes, but I don't know what it is. But it wasn't any known organization.
Can you describe it?
Del?
So, Ty, what Willow knows, or not Willow, wow, wrong character. What Evangeline knows is that the designs on that cloak tie to a very, very old, like wizards, myth that folks tell each other, of, it's kind of like that mythical story of a mage goes bad because there's different reasons for it, and then decides to just start taking it out on the entire world, sinking cities, destroying cities, rewriting time.
Maybe who sank the city?
you had like a wizard's mythology class at some point in a wizard academy, and like that same symbol is in about 100 stories of cities allegedly sank below the sea. They were just gone one day. Like folks came back after leaving,
kind of
and it was like gone.
The most legendary wizard crash out of all time.
It is so the symbol is two hands wrapped around a crystal ball, and the crystal ball has cracks through it.
Okay, I'm just gonna explain that symbol to them and explain, in the classes that I had taken that it was myth. It wasn't something that we knew to be true.
It was literally the cautionary tale of what you the thing you don't want to be.
Did they have a name?
No.
I think I remember my sister talking about that once.
Okay, so next question could either be what he trapped him in, who he was, or where he threw the crystal.
So you didn't ask the next question because I gave Tide the lore. So you can still ask if he knows who that was, but I'm just saying you don't know. She knows it's not part of an organization, and that symbol is tied to a bunch of myths.
That apparently are now true because we saw it. But we don't need to ask him that since we know it. We saw it.
Yeah, so we know what type of person he is. Was he a resident of the town, maybe? That's the reason why he wanted to attack it? We kind of need to know the identification of who it was. So in case we come across it, we know what we're dealing with.
So basically, can you tell me about the other wizard that you were fighting?
That or ask who it was.
Okay, who was the other wizard you were fighting?
It kind of sighs and just says Magus Calamitous.
Pretty sure I just spelled Calamitous way off, but
That's alright.
I'm going for
Nothing
it.
in this book is probably spelled right for me.
And does that mean anything that we know of?
What I would know, right? What Magus Calamitous means.
I mean, it roughly translates to Mage of Calamity.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's just basically
bad guy.
Saying it's
bad guy.
Pretty much what you already told us. Yeah.
We could ask him where the cage is, or which direction he threw the cage off, but he might not even know. So that we could question that other person.
Or he might not even.
Didn't the other person break the cage?
He just took it and threw it.
No, basically he was in a cage and then it shrank down to a crystal, is what Dell said, and then the dude shook the crystal off.
Oh.
Yeah. Okay.
So it's not an actual cage. We're looking for a crystal. Well, if we want to look for it.
We could still ask him what happened here, what caused the city to sink.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, we're gonna ask what caused the city to sink.
The response you get is this mage effectively cast a spell that removed, aside from the layer of earth that you guys are standing on, everything below it was removed.
Whoa.
So it's like a giant mold earth. Got it.
By this guy. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Or not the guy that's with us, but the one that is in the crystal, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Wonder why. Just because? There's gotta be a reason.
I know why. Because my god stopped talking to me, so I became emo and evil.
this was years before this has happened.
I mean, as far as Evangeline is concerned, right, there are plenty of myths that explain why.
Okay.
But, like, you know, there's like 12 or 14 that you can think of right now of, like, you know, a government killed his entire family while he was out working for them is one of them, you know. Just random shit like that. And you've got, you know, stuff like he was, you know, the kingdom tried to assassinate him because they thought he was too powerful. And
would I have come across a book like this in our hometown's wizard tower on this type of lore?
It's not so much if you come across a book, like it was part of the schooling, like you go over stuff.
Well, I mean, like if we go back to town and wanted to research this, would there be book on that lore?
Yeah, you'd have to purchase the book from the school, but yeah.
Okay, well, that's saying if we wanted to.
The next question is, did Evangeline sell off her books when she was done?
Probably not.
With her first couple of classes. Then you probably still have the book in your stuff somewhere.
Okay. I mean, I can tell them that I studied this in school and I do have the lore books with my books back home. On the history of it and stuff.
Mm-hmm. 2 more questions.
Put a pin in that one.
Could we possibly ask him how to control the lovely golems walking around? I mean, if he's the Archmage and their constructs, he should have some connection to them, right?
Yeah, this would be our, fourth question? If we did?
Mm-hmm. Well, that depends.
That was the question.
We didn't answer it yet, or ask it yet.
That depends on... If he's who I believe he was fighting the golems, not...
No.
No, the golems were helping
the guy
him.
that we're talking to fought the robed guy.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
The guy that y'all are talking to was fighting the guy that you saw, Lou.
Okay.
Yeah.
You know, this is starting to be like some Final Fantasy type shit.
Mm-hmm.
If I'm being honest.
I was gonna say the golems were probably like automated
of the
protectors.
City. Yeah.
Yeah. And
We
the dude
should
just
we should probably focus on the on information about the guy then, because he might come up later rather than how to control some golems.
Like maybe where we can find this crystal, because he sounds like a dangerous dude.
Yeah, go for it.
Okay.
We also should perhaps go to the guild and tell them all the information that we got.
Oh yeah, for sure. We're gonna ask him
mission first.
where the whereabouts of this crystal.
He does not know. He just the minute.
Okay, the direction.
He does not.
Okay.
The long explanation is he was so close to just passing out that he just got him out of the city.
Oh. So he's possibly not even a crystal anymore. Right.
I'm sure he is, unless someone was able to break that spell.
So here's the thing I will say. You can also use your last question to have him help Silas fill in the last bit of the map so you guys can leave.
I was going to kind of use the golems for that if we were able to, but yeah, that makes it a lot easier.
Yeah, I want to point it out because that is a thing that is commonly forgotten when you're asking. Oh. Like, it knows everything it knew in life. So if he runs this town, he knows the town and he can...
Okay, we'll ask him to do that then.
Okay. So, we'll spend the next probably 5 minutes or so where him quickly describing stuff as you scribble it all down. So, then the skeleton just sits back down and you see the bones move almost like it relaxes again. Back into this chair.
I kind of feel like we need to take this person back to the church.
He did a lot of
you cast
saved people. Well,
it's true.
Tried to.
I feel like he's probably most comfortable in his office if this is where he returned.
Yeah. I don't know.
This is where he chose to pass.
Just feels weird with a skeleton sitting in a random chair.
It's never good.
I mean, it seems like he does like his chair.
He's sitting at like a table, right?
Kind of like sitting at a desk.
As like a remembrance, can I pull out my dagger and carve his name into his desk?
Yeah.
That way, we know who he is now, or other people do. And his title.
I'll put that on the map too.
Okay. So, you guys have finished the town map, the city map. So you guys can leave.
Or, now that we have the map and I'm taking it stuff as labeled, we can visit other buildings where we didn't know where they were. And we can just go there.
We also don't know how long we've been down here.
Yeah, we don't.
What for, though?
I think he's thinking about loot.
We haven't found anything to this point.
I mean, we could certainly try, but
There was building names on the map, right?
Yeah, so what do we have that we haven't been to?
So is there any kind of either vault, barracks, treasury,
armory,
anything like that?
You have an armory. You have a mage's, effectively a mage's vault.
I want to go there.
So let's go towards the vaults. Blacksmith areas and shit, as we've seen, have just been completely torn apart. So there's not going to be anything that could be like magically enchanted would still be fine. Which would be all the main city vaults and stuff.
Yeah, let's hit the vaults.
I want the mage place, yeah.
Yeah.
All right, so which one would we rather go to first? Armory, Wizard's Vault, or the Treasury?
Which one would be closest to? Because I'm going to say we're probably closest to the Mage's Vault right now.
Well, if we're in Town Square, we're probably closer to the Treasury.
You're closest to the Treasury.
Okay, fuck it.
Man, it's almost like I had to run a city on a previous campaign.
We can hit all of them, guys. Don't forget.
Oh, yeah, we're hitting all of them.
Okay,
but
let's go.
As far as water breathing, I still have another scroll.
Right,
don't we have two? Because you bought two, right?
Yeah. There we go.
And they gave us one. Yeah, right. So we have two remaining.
So, you guys make your way to the Treasury.
You're going to make us roll investigation, aren't you?
Probably.
No.
Of course.
Oh.
No, but the door's locked.
Shit.
Hold up.
Anybody got lock or knock?
I'm going to try to pick the lock.
Okay.
Okay. You have proficiency in Thieves' Tools?
Yes.
Okay. Ooh. So it's a dexterity check. Actually, it'll be sleight of hand. So it's basically a sleight of hand check.
Mm-hmm.
Which you're proficient.
Plus anything else?
Nope. Because you're proficient with them, it's just a sleight of hand check.
Okay, because I'm proficient in sleight of hand too. 23.
Nice.
23.
Nice.
It takes some time because obviously it is rusted.
Yeah, it's not going to be a healthy lock, but
you do get the.
I probably should have checked for traps first.
Probably.
Does anybody happen to have detect magic before I turn this handle?
How long has it been since I casted mine? 10 minutes.
We've had a long rest since.
It's been no.
Oh.
No, he did this as soon as we went to the
It's been at least 15 minutes.
Oh, okay, so it was only last 10 minutes.
Yeah.
I mean, I can cast it again.
Okay.
Let me see if I have it, because I'll probably
I can cast it for free.
Oh.
That works.
Yeah, that works.
Free works.
Do that one.
So, two things happen. One, Lori cast detect magic. There's nothing. Two, Ribbon is fucking out towards the streets.
Right.
Do I sense anything either?
No.
Okay.
And does my special companion sense anything, since he is...
He probably be reacting the same as Ribbon, like the.
Okay, so I'm gonna slowly open the door, and then you'll just kind of watch me go limp, and I'm gonna kind of go into his mind and fly around for a bit.
I'm gonna try to catch him.
This is where it gets weird, right? So you do see through his eyes. Effectively,
Well, I have all of his senses.
Yeah, he's seeing what Raven is seeing, which is it looks like people are just going about their day through the town square.
Oh,
It's like the spirits.
Yep.
So as soon as I see that, I'm just gonna kind of
Sense
stick back, and I'm like,
So
okay.
but you don't.
So I don't see it.
I will.
or
I
do see
will
it.
say because I'm. You're on the right track. You have the right idea. You're on the wrong train tracks. Evangeline would know that there are times when enough magic goes off, it can basically take snapshots of time, and those things just replay themselves without a soul.
Kind of like
It's like
Assassin's
watching a
Creed
movie.
flashbacks.
Yeah, it's like watching a movie. Evangeline would know that, so that's what this is.
All of a sudden, you just see Melbourne get kind of terrified and very quickly start undoing the lock. So it's just like he's sitting there.
Could she explain that to him? Like,
Wakes
basically, they're
back
not
up.
going to hurt
Nope,
you.
nope.
Yeah.
She's going to tap you on the
You can
shoulder
explain it.
and be like, they're not
I was
going
gonna
to hurt
say,
you.
he's not saying anything. He's just working.
When you explain this, is one of those things where it's like, it's not like you guys are in danger. It's just you pump enough magical energy into an area for whatever reason, and you'll get just like a permanent thing that just replays itself throughout time. There's plenty of stories of it.
I was gonna say,
There's
so
stories
much.
of the honkening. People hear it happening.
I was gonna say, to him, it's not so much the fact that he feels like he's in danger. It's just the sheer weight of all of these people got evaporated in mere moments. We should probably try to leave.
But that's a fun lore point for you guys. So yeah, there are people in the Dragon Empire that will be like fishing and will hear the sounds of the bucket clowns, the space clowns, just coming and wrecking people. Because there was so much magical energy there. Good job, guys. That's your fault.
Yeah, you did again.
You've permanently embedded a war crime onto the material plane.
Okay, so I'm just saying that's not a war crime. That's just war.
Yeah.
So
there was no crime.
Against using clouds.
So, Milburn pops the door open. It looks like it's got lock boxes on the wall and.
Oh fuck yes.
So how much time do we want to stay here?
Just enough time to open things up and investigate and go.
Okay, so how many people can use these? And I'm just holding up the thief stools.
You know what? I'm gonna give it a shot.
Not mine, you ain't.
At first glance, for all of you, there are over 1,000 lock boxes. Just guessing.
Jesus. What is
so
it made
when
out
he
of?
asked how long do you want to stay here, it was a very reasonable question.
I played Payday 2 before. I understand this mission.
What are lock boxes made out of? Are they like metal or?
I mean, they look like there's a metal door. It's in the stone wall.
Do they look sturdy?
Oh no!
I mean, I've got them all.
Well, here we can find this out. I'm gonna walk up to one of the small boxes, take my piton out, and then just hammer into the lock.
And I see behind the boxes which one has like magic items behind them or not, with detect magic.
You can.
Thank you.
So you hit it.
I'm just trying to break the lock through,
Right.
because I'm guessing these are old school locks.
The thing is, these boxes are so old and been sitting underwater for so long.
Well, they were underwater.
And then you hear a rumble sound.
It's trapped.
God damn it.
I was like, they weren't underwater if the vault was closed.
Let Del finish.
You hear what sounds like one of the golems getting closer.
Oh no!
How big was the front door?
10 feet wide, maybe like.
What's left of it?
7 feet tall. No, it's a stone door. It's still there.
Okay, and how big were the golems?
The golem will not fit through the door. I know where you're going with this. The golem will not fit through the door.
So we have time.
So did it break open?
If you want to point out which, I was gonna say, you can point out which one of these have magic items. I'll do a small indent because this is going to take longer than 10 minutes, and then I can just go through and unlock all the ones that have magical shit in it. Just no one stand within vision.
This one, this one, this one, this one, this one.
So of the 1,000 or so, there are 9 that seem to have magical items in them.
Oh, damn.
So I'm going to kind of scratch a little notch into each one of them with my dagger and then start going to work.
Okay. I'm gonna.
Do you want me to just do it 9 times?
Yep.
Okay.
Okay. If anybody else is trying to break the others open, let me know.
Yes.
Yes.
I will try to. I will go completely away from him and just smack this wall with the hammer.
The ones with magic items in it, or just normal ones?
The regular ones away from you.
Yeah. All right. So hang on. Before you send those to me one by one, Blue. So just send them to me in Discord.
Can I kick him?
All right. Okay. If you're going to attack the wall itself and not a specific box,
yes.
Please roll an attack roll.
Question, Del, what would I roll if can I just remove the whole box from the wall?
Does a 27 hit?
Oh my
a
god.
Strength check.
A strength
2,
check.
actually, to get your fingers into the stone wall. The second one, to remove the box from the stone wall.
Del, does a 27 hit?
Yes. The AC of stone is like 12.
4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
I'm gonna be
Roll damage.
doing what
Alright, there you go. I sent them all to you.
Okay.
I'm gonna be doing what I saw Melbrum do earlier with the Pitten and just taking my my maul.
Okay.
Like putting that on there and just
I
trying
was
to
gonna say,
break the lock so I can open it.
There is one that you don't unlock, Blue. The third
And
one.
the third one, I figured that.
To add on to that,
Can I ask for guidance? Or is it
before I
too
hit the
late?
wall?
You have already rolled, so no.
Okay.
Would
Should I
I?
have guidance?
I got.
I'm not rolled.
So as I'm unlocking them, the one that I can't figure out how to unlock, I'm just gonna put a circle, as in that one's free to hit, and I'm just gonna keep going the rest of the way.
I'm gonna throw a smite on that. Just try to get more.
I got a 21.
Please don't break everything that's inside of these boxes, guys.
I got a 21
Hey,
and
Del.
a 6, Del.
Hey, hang on, Snowy. Tide, what was your unarmed attack roll against the wall?
I'm sorry, I've not done this with real dread. So I don't know what to add to. I rolled a 19.
So it's a
Look on your
D12 or a D20 plus your strength modifier. And are you
Plus 9.
proficient in unarmed strike?
Yeah, if you look on your character sheet, it will tell you your to hit bonus with an unarmed attack.
Yeah, it's underneath your attack.
So yours is going to be like stupidly high.
It's a plus
Plus
12. So yeah, it's like
so
a
you
30
rolled
something.
a 31.
Yeah,
You
okay.
rolled a 31.
Just making sure that was correct.
Oh my god.
And you did like 12 fucking damage probably. Because it's just your strength modifier.
But you hit it really good.
Yeah.
Okay. What were you saying, Snowy?
Melbrum, are you gonna be mad if I just start opening a box that you dug into?
Oh, as soon as I get them open, I'm fucking pocketing everything, buddy. I don't know what the fuck you think this is.
Okay, alright.
I'm a greedy motherfucker. It's open,
what-
swag. Open,
After you go
swag.
these 9,
Open, swag.
what are you doing?
Just waiting for them to get done with the boxes that they want.
Well, I want to know what's in the one I opened, if I opened one.
Hang on, Brooke. So you've done the 9. Are you now gonna hang out with Xander and kind of watch this dumpster fire?
Yeah,
There's
basically.
one of the magic ones I didn't open if y'all want that one.
I'll do it.
I was already working on one of them.
Okay, so here's the deal.
I mean,
So Ty, you guys are going for the ones that
There-
wasn't magical.
there are
because
3
I was unlocking
walls
them.
that have these boxes in them. Melbrum goes through and hits 9 specifically.
Uh-huh.
unlocks all but one. Drossith pittons that one out. And Drossith is just like pittoning, like breaking the locks around the ones that don't. When Silas just hits the wall and makes the entire, wall that supports the fucking treasury no longer support any weight. Yeah, okay, that's great. Tide, so you do kick the wall.
Oh, we lost someone.
He had to go to bed. He had work in the morning.
Oh, okay. Gotcha.
Fair enough.
Tide, so one major problem.
Uh-huh.
Your foot's now stuck in the wall.
I thought she said she punched it. So wouldn't her hand be stuck in the wall?
I kicked it.
Oh, you kicked it. Great.
Little help.
Okay. I'm gonna teach you dancing when we get back, so we get a little bit more finesse in that brute strength you got.
But in about 10 minutes, you guys, because you don't know what the magic items are, you just pocket the things, didn't really look at them.
Nope, I just fucking chucked them in a bag.
Between all of you, between putting your foot in the wall, destroying an entire wall, just breaking the rest of them, you get about 1,000 gold.
Total.
Okay, so I'm just
from these lock boxes. Yeah.
Down here, 1,000 G.
Like total or a
This is
piece?
proud of you.
Total.
Yeah.
So depending on what these magical items are, I was going to divvy out the gold based on if people get certain magical items or not.
Fair.
So,
I'm more interested in like the mage's area because she's a wizard.
Yeah, me too.
so-
Well, now we have a small problem called a giant golem outside.
I know.
well, so here's the other thing. As you guys are finishing, who's watching the door?
Valerie
Xander.
wasn't.
Yeah.
Okay.
Laura will.
Y'all watch the golem go thunk, thunk, stop. It turns towards the treasury
What is it?
and then walks away.
Oh,
What is it?
a golem.
One of the big golems.
Yeah.
These meddling kids.
There was only one broken one, then a lot of broken ones. Structural damage.
So
Flexible.
the next closest place is going to be the armory.
Question. Do you guys mind if I kind of sneak out there, or if y'all have a better sneak than me, one of us can sneak out there to see if the giant fuck isn't just waiting for us to leave?
If you'd like, I can send my horse.
My horse.
I mean, I have a pretty good stealth. If
Xander's just
we
gonna
want
walk
to do
out
that.
there, not even try to stealth.
Oh
Okay, so
god.
you walk in there. It's walking down the road that way.
Xander's like, it's
Are we-
clear.
He's gonna look at the grove.
Are we good?
He's just gonna start walking towards the armory. Not without even
We
answering.
survived, so I think we're okay.
Okay, everybody, let's get the fuck out of here.
Let's go.
I knew I became an adventurer for a reason.
Oh my god.
So, you guys are going to the armory next?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So the armory, the metal gate, like you go into the. It looks like it's the guard area. The metal gate has rusted to pieces. And it's got some equipment. It's all basic equipment: swords, shields. What's left of them?
Scrap metal I can
Hey,
bring
strong
back
girl.
to the Artificers Guild.
Plenty of scrap metal.
Okay,
I was
she's
gonna
gonna
say,
get
strong girl, those rusted bars, can you just, you know?
Dink, dink. Make little pills out of them. Put them in your sack.
Make
No,
chopsticks
I
out.
mean, there's a gate in front of us. Can you just?
No. Like it's rusted and like you can just be like.
Oh, okay. I thought it was just
Yeah.
like still standing, and I was waiting for it to go.
It's standing, but like if you sneeze at it wrong, it'll probably disintegrate.
Fair enough.
Achoo.
Okay.
A big skull for like giving to the Artificers Guild or something. For like, is anybody interested in ancient metallurgy?
Well, that's what I'm
There you
gonna
go.
bring back for my weapon. So
Are there
Okay.
any weapons that are like in pristine condition?
No.
pristine under the water.
No.
I mean, if they're magical.
But the ones that do have blades that are somewhat intact, all of the hilts, like they're different designs than you guys are used to.
They're Atlantean.
So if you want, I unfold the Bag of Devouring. We need to like sacrifice one to Cthulhu in here, but you can just dump the rest of them in there.
I'll just toss one in.
I was gonna say, as long as you're not organic, he only eats one thing a day. Don't ask me how I learned that.
How do you pull things out?
Stick your hand in there.
Grabs the thing that Silas just threw in there.
Yeah, but
Like
if you
that.
put your hand in there later, tomorrow.
No, your whole body has to go in there.
No.
Not true.
Yes, true.
Uh-oh.
There is a fun little caveat to that.
Let's debate this after D&D. So
There's a 50% chance. Okay, whatever. It's fine.
What's the next
one and two?
The next one is going to be the mage's vault.
Onward. Where we go next?
Okay, so before we go there, does anybody have Dispel Magic?
No.
Let me check.
Because I don't have to be like super experienced to know a mage's place probably has magic traps.
I mean, we have a free detect magic.
I do.
Yeah.
I use my one free detect magic.
Yeah.
I got detect magic and dispel magic.
Okay, cool.
Okay, cool.
We can go now.
You walk up to the door. It's locked, obviously.
Hey, Del. Armor of
Nice
Etherealness. I'll just walk through the door.
No, you don't.
Oh,
you're like, I got this.
Oh no!
Hey, guy! Remember how I said they probably have magic barriers?
Well, there's y'all can't see him when he does this.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Shit.
He goes.
Because he
I'll be
turns
back.
invisible. Yeah.
So how long do we wait for him?
So Snowy, there is a wall on the ethereal plane around this entire thing.
Oh.
Oh.
Technically a dome, but
That's probably some really powerful. That's some really powerful magic. So he's gonna poof back and say, "So you were right, and whatever is warding this vault is extremely powerful because it reaches other planes, other planes of existence."
Turns to the cleric.
So does Valerie still have detect magic up, or do I need to use that? Or just dispel it?
Detect magic is gone by now.
Yeah.
By the time it took to undo all those locks, yeah.
Yeah.
I don't need it until we're inside.
True.
I'm kind of worried about the door that has the magical enchantment on it.
Well, if she casts detect magic, she'll be able to tell. Yep, it's magic.
Yeah.
But she'll also be able to tell what type of magic it is to see if she can dispel it.
Okay, I didn't realize detect magic.
So
did that.
here's the thing. It won't
I
tell
thought it
her
would be
what
a-
level it is to tell her if she can dispel it.
thanks.
It tells her what school of magic it is.
I don't really play wizards, sorry.
Random question.
Random
42.
Can rope trick bypass this type of barrier?
Chicken.
If the armor of Etherealness can't, then rope trick can't.
Even yeah, technically, because you go to another plane too, don't you?
Yes. Well, and also it goes straight up. You can't go rope trick in here and.
Well, I meant like you
Okay,
could hang it to like a roof or a wall.
Yeah, but
And
you have to
it's
go
5
through the
feet.
little portal it makes, right? Which is not.
We can fix this. It's fine.
Yeah.
Right.
It's just a
Everybody
question.
stand about 60 foot back. I'm gonna look at the cleric. You got me if I die, right?
Oh no.
This has to be established beforehand.
Valen will just pull out his rod.
I try rod. All right.
Are you sure about that? This sounds like something a barbarian should be doing.
I don't want to knock it down. I'm going to try to pick the lock.
I'm gonna give him some guidance.
Oh.
I don't even know if this is going to work.
You're gonna need it.
But, I mean, right? Might as well.
Yeah.
Anybody else got anything to help?
I've got this helmet I found that I can bang on like a drum. And he's like...
You got this, man.
If only Bardic Inspiration worked like that.
But on the bright side, he's like 50-something years old. He's had a pretty good life so far.
I mean, yeah, but I'm just letting you know, if I go up in dust, all the magic items I got's going with me. I'm rolling now. Oh, that's actually really good.
Don't forget D4.
Yeah, D4. The 4. Okay, so 28.
Nice.
Click.
And then he just kind of squints like, please don't die. Just sits here for a second waiting.
As soon as you push the door open, so this is a 10-foot wide, 10-foot tall door, there are 4 glowing red runes.
Oh no.
Oh no.
Yeah?
Back away.
I need
Put 'em in the bag.
4 dexterity saving throws.
Okay.
4? From no.
4. They go off sequentially as opposed to all at once.
Okay, so you want to do one at a time?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, so the first one is 25.
25, okay.
And you
We'll
said
take
there's...
half damage for this.
Alright.
Oh no. Half damage for 3,000.
I have a question.
Hmm.
So, I know I don't have much time to react. Is there any way where I can just knock Melbrum out of the way?
No. No, this is a 20-foot radius sphere.
That's a 9.
9, so you
fine.
fail.
You're gonna be fine, Melbrum.
Yeah,
Take
I'm
the
gonna be
full
great.
for this.
Oh.
I'm not gonna be able to take anymore. But fuck it, right?
No, it's gonna be okay.
That's 20.
20 makes it, so you take half of this. 10.
So I'm very, very, very much down.
Okay, so you're down. So the 4th one goes off.
Oh no.
And I auto fail it.
You auto fail, which is 2 death saving throws.
Can I lay hands on him?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hang on.
Smack his butt.
Who said they were going to be 60 feet from him? Because I'm pretty sure he would never be 60 feet away from him, right?
Yeah, he told us all back up.
Yeah.
Right.
But some people have range spells, right? So you just watch,
Someone has healing word.
and then he just fucking just gone.
Who's got healing word?
You want?
I mean,
Questions? You want to fly backwards at it?
Hang on.
Healing word.
Okay, healing word. Okay, healing word. Go ahead.
Like, do I get slung back at any point, or am I just like crumpled up in a ball right now, begging it to stop?
This is all lightning damage. You get fried.
Oh, lovely.
17.
Hey, look.
You get 17 hit points back.
No.
Melbrum's fantastic hair is now fucking Albert Einstein.
He just kind of leans up for a second after like thumbs up, and then
You just see Xander just pat Melbrum on the shoulder before he walks into that walks in.
I'll give Melbrum a 15 lay on hands.
Oh my god.
Damn.
Okay.
What happened to the spell magic?
I'll pat him on the shoulder and be like,
it probably wouldn't have worked. There was 4.
I think I'll open
Hey,
it up
Snowy.
next time, buddy.
What's up?
Can I have a dexterity saving throw?
Yeah. Would I have a reaction? Well, actually, that's.
You know.
How far open did I get the door? Did I open it all the way? Like, can they see into it?
You push it open and this went off, right? But then Snowy said he walked past you to go into it.
No, okay.
That's a 17.
17 fails.
So,
Really?
Yes.
Yeah.
40 damage.
My god!
I'm still up.
Learn from the old man mistake.
So you get about 10 feet in, and this thing just goes off. More lightning damage.
Can we
throw something through there?
Can I see these glyphs? Or the glyphs.
Most of them are hidden, isn't there?
So when they went off the first time, it didn't like destroy them?
He went further in. There's more than just at the door.
Yeah.
Okay.
Can I have a javelin in my inventory. Can I just throw it to the end?
You can certainly go ahead and do that, yeah.
Okay, I'll do that.
You throw a javelin
from way back.
Yeah, you throw it, it goes ting, 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 ting.
Okay.
So I'm still up. So what do I see?
Your elf eyes see across the horizon. No. It looks like it's probably like 40 feet by probably 40 feet small building. No, this is a large library with display cases of items and where items should be books.
That's what I'm looking for is books and spell books.
Okay, so before anybody else goes in, right? I'm gonna send my lovely little companion and be like, mate, I'm sorry, but I can't do that anymore. Fly in there as fast as you can.
He flies in there.
We could.
Nothing happens.
It's probably not activated
We could
by
also.
animals.
Oh, thank goodness.
It's humanoid.
Don't worry. Don't worry, it's not an animal.
Okay.
It's like we could also just be careful and look out for these traps now, right?
No. That's the Silas had the perfect idea. Send Larry in there and have him walk around for a couple steps.
But he can't communicate back to us.
Doesn't matter if he blows up. It blows up.
Yeah, but he's like a see-through thing. He's not really.
He can give us a
Send the fish then. Send the fish then.
They're the same. You can see through them. They're like spirits. Or they're like
give us a thumbs up.
shadows kind of thing.
Wait,
we can go in there.
It's worth a
do
shot.
we have the detect magic? Can you just look in there and see if there's any more glyphs?
I'll use detect magic.
So use detect magic. Have you ever looked into a really bright LED flashlight?
Oh no.
Oh,
I was gonna say the whole thing is magical.
Yeah, the whole thing.
I mean, I know the whole thing's magical, but it should tell her what type of enchantments on each thing.
It should, yeah.
There
within
is
30 feet.
Again, within 30 feet, like standing in the doorway. So much magical stuff. Right?
You're blinding.
Every school of magic. Yes.
Wow. Can I ready Misty Step for when and walk around, and when I see a glyph activate, can I Misty Step out of the way?
As a reaction?
Sure.
Okay, that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to hold Misty Step and just walk the fuck around.
Alright, so you start walking.
Oh no. That's not a good idea.
They're like, cool, everything's fine. You get near a case that has armor in it, and a glyph goes off. Well, I need you to make a wisdom save, because it's not an explosion.
I'm gonna help Melbrum up and pat him on the shoulder.
A charisma save.
And then I'm just gonna look at him and be like, at least there wasn't a fireball to the face. And then he's just gonna look towards Xander and smirk.
I was really, really happy that those weren't fire.
So, Xander steps on this. You misty step back the way you came. All of you watch Xander's form shimmer, and he's fine.
That one's no longer a problem. I only have one more
I'm gonna
Misty
look
Step,
at the
though.
person with detect magic, point at him. Is he enchanted?
That's tomorrow's Xander problem.
Okay, but Del, can I look at the armor now, since that's what I walked up to?
Yeah, you can walk up and look at the armor.
Can I just open it and be like, okay, cool?
I mean,
like,
the case is locked. It's a glass case that's locked.
Oh, please don't make me do it again.
Yeah.
But please don't break it at the same time.
Is there any swords?
You want to walk inside and look?
Oh god.
Oh yeah, I do.
I do.
You're damn right I do. And I got Misty Step. So
Bring the
after
books
watching
out with you.
Xander, yeah.
Just toss him through the doorway.
Yeah.
So you guys start walking through. There are no more traps that go
Okay.
off.
Okay.
All right. So, question now: looking through here, how many things are locked?
All of the glass cases that still have stuff in them are locked.
Okay. So how many? Like 4 or 5?
And these are probably pristine too.
Right.
I mean, they look a little dirty, like dusty, like they haven't been cleaned in a while.
Fair enough.
A long while, and the glass is dusty.
Is there any spell books
Melvin's gonna walk in there and like the old man
stand. Hang on. Every other place you've been into has smelled like there's been water in here. It does not smell that way in here.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
Like it's been protected.
Enchanted.
Yeah.
All right, though.
It is completely dry inside.
I'm gonna say fuck it. You see him kind of hold the pommel of his moonblade and just dink on the glass.
Oh no.
Okay.
Why would you?
I can unlock them. That's fine.
He's just gonna pick up the armor that he found.
Glass
there-
shards, you pick it up.
Is there any cases with swords?
So there are 5. There's the armor. There is a case with a cloak. There is a case with a staff. There's a case with a rapier, and there is a case with a looks kind of like a revolver.
Oh.
I'm
Ooh.
interested in the cloak.
I was too. Damn it.
I'm interested in the revolver.
Then y'all have fun and break all the glass you want. I'm gonna stand outside.
Ben.
I
stand
got
outside
dealt
with them.
over 70
I
points
was
of damage.
I was
Y'all
looking at
good in
the
there.
cloak too.
Yeah, I'm gonna try to open the cloak one.
Open it as in like pick it or be like, nah, break the fucking glass.
I mean, initially he's just gonna try to pull on it and do the old tug test, and then if it doesn't work, he'll break it.
That's what Valen's
But
gonna
I'm
do.
prepared to dodge if I have to.
Are we sharing this cloak then, sir?
I think y'all should arm wrestle for it.
Right.
Yeah, I can do that.
So
You want to take off that belt, and I'll be happy to.
What belt?
So you guys get all 5 items, I imagine. How many of the books are you grabbing?
I'm gonna
Yes.
a bunch. Spell books, if there are any.
I mean, there's not like books of like, this is a wizard spell book right offhand, but there's like.
Can't you tell the difference?
If there are any history books,
So
that's something
when you
that...
open them, it's like a spell book has for a wizard has like, the mathematical formula of how
Right.
they cast a spell.
Right.
No, but it's like this is a book of how they used to do magic whenever the
Okay,
fuck
yeah.
this was.
Yeah, I want that.
Okay, there are close to 5,000 books in there.
Okay, we're gonna grab maybe 5, because that's all. I mean, you probably carry more than that, but I have a backpack.
Yeah. I'll help her.
Probably weigh maybe a pound at most.
Oh, so let's do 10,
I'll help her.
because I don't know if I can get.
I'll grab a bunch and put them in my backpack.
Because like I said, I was
sorry.
gonna get the revolver and then try to get the rapier for Granddad.
For Granddad, a
Um,
finesse.
Can we read the language on these books?
And so as you guys flip through, some are readable, some are not. As far as for non-wizards, it is you're like, what the fuck? Like it's like any of us opening like a very, very high level physics book.
Oh.
Where we're like, you're doing what with who for how many cookies kind of thing.
So
but
I'm
the
not
language
looking.
itself-
I'm not looking for magical books. I'm looking for herbs and poisons.
Out of a couple thousand books. Good luck.
Well, don't forget,
Anything that I can read.
There
like,
are a couple
title
books
wise.
about alchemy.
That's
Shink,
cool.
shink, 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 shink. All right,
By-
y'all have
by
fun
a
with
couple of
the
talking like
things.
That's cool, because Willow's gonna want to see those. Cause
You can pay me like I've been paying your ass.
Oh.
So
And don't forget, I've been picking up books along the way too, so we don't know what those are yet.
We'll have to go through all these later.
As I say, I'm gonna look for those
I need
and
you
then
guys
history
to tell
books.
me, like send me a message like this. I grabbed X number of books, so I can go and figure out what books
Okay.
to pull.
I'm just gonna grab 10 random books.
Okay, send that to me in the DM.
Okay, I'll send it to you after we get off.
So after that, you guys hear the same sound that you like. It was a faint sound before. Now it's a louder sound of when the Leviathan swam past the city.
Ooh.
It's time to go, I think.
Yeah, I think it's time to go.
Yeah, I'd say it's a good idea.
Yeah, agreed.
Everybody got what we want.
Yeah.
Brooke, are you grabbing any books?
Yeah, I'll message you how many I grab.
Okay.
Brooke, in terms of melee weapons, are you proficient in any
Yeah, a few, yes.
that you would be interested in using?
I mostly use my bow.
Fair enough. Okay.
Okay. So you guys go to the closest gate for the city because you have the map.
Yeah.
Which you have to cast the water breathing before you walk through it.
Yes.
You stick your hand up the gate.
It's
Oh
wet.
well. Now my hand is
all moist.
We got a moist dragon.
You cast a spell, and all of you start ascending. About where you think the boat might be.
I was gonna say we should probably just start going straight up, and then looking for the boat.
So, you guys
There's
break the
layers so
surface.
fast.
It is a massive storm outside.
Oh shit!
Probably safer down in the city.
You can see the boat.
Is there
And
anyone
how
in
many
it?
pieces?
No, it's there. The
How
boat's
far
there.
away? How far away?
Probably about 100 feet.
Hey, shit.
Drift globe, kind of toss it up in the air and cast daylight.
Okay.
And then I'm gonna strum the harp to hit control weather to calm everything.
Okay. Okay. I'm trying to figure out how you're gonna kick back.
He's just kind of holding it like, bing.
I'm gonna see him struggling, and I'm gonna try to swim over and try to hold the harp steady.
I just need one chord.
I'm just trying to imagine him trying to kick his feet hard enough to roll back in the middle of massive waves so he can hold this up and hit it and make a note.
Mm-hmm.
So here's what I will say. It stops raining, but that's it.
You know what? That's fine. So the clouds have departed and it stopped raining, right?
No, the clouds have not departed. It's
Okay.
just stopped raining.
You know what? Fuck this.
Waves?
Feinstein.
What do the waves do?
The waves are still...
Okay, so we stopped the raining so they can see us better, and then now I have a giant daylight orb in front of us. So they should be able to see us. This is one hell of a flare.
I've got a question.
Well, then we need to go to it.
Does a narwhal count as a steed?
No.
No. But you can have the water horse, whatever the fuck that is.
No, I'm calling my Pegasus.
Actually flies.
Yeah.
Yeah, but you're in water.
Okay. What, you think I can't climb on top of a horse?
No, but Pegasus have feather wings.
Yeah, that's
not. I don't know if you know this. Once they get wet.
Wet.
Yeah, but it's no longer raining.
Okay.
You're in the
while
water.
We're arguing about this, while we're all fighting about this, Xander's just gonna start swimming towards the boat.
Yeah,
Since
I'll go with
that's
them.
the most obvious option.
We're only 100 feet away. That's not that bad.
So, you guys swim to the boat, or the ship. Get to the ship, climb up the side ladder. There's nobody.
Oh, shit.
Is there any signs?
Is there any food left?
Is there any blood?
Anything?
Bodies?
No blood. There's still supplies.
Are they fresh still?
Mostly.
Are there any missing rowboats or anything?
So this is what we do. Sales are up, I'm guessing, right? Anybody know how to lower sales?
Are we sure they didn't swim down there?
I don't
for
care.
them. Right.
Sorry, they got paid to do a job. We got paid to do a job. Me
Pay
more
for the
important.
risk.
Can I sense
What if they're
them?
just-
Can I sense them?
What if they're just having a flashback like everyone else?
Like, can I sense their
No,
souls
you cannot,
here?
Tide.
Okay.
No.
Guys, they're nowhere. I can't see their souls.
Well, let's get out of here.
Well, do you want to fly up and take a look around on your Pegasus?
I was gonna say, now you can do the Pegasus.
You
Yeah.
said that's so fucking uppity, like pinky in the air with a fucking teacup. Your Pegasus?
Oh, Drossif, that's the least fancy thing I've heard all day.
Okay, so do any of us know how to actually operate a sea vehicle?
I know how to do an air version.
Does Drossif?
I
Is
will
it really
say
that much
some
different?
airships have sails, so you know how to lower sails, but that's about it.
I mean, we have that wheel thing that controls the turning thing, and then the sails control the wind thing,
And we have a
and
map.
then we go in whatever direction the wind takes us.
By the way, you guys see the Leviathan come up out of the water probably about 200 feet from you and go back in.
We're leaving now.
Drossif sees
Yeah.
that and he's
Time to
circling
go.
and getting
Just
all the
fucking
sails.
break out of paddles.
All right, you do that. I'll be at the wheel thingy.
Yeah, I start yelling at people to grab different ropes and telling them what to do. to
Well,
get
where's the
thing
anchor thing? Do we have an anchor somewhere?
Yeah, he'll yell at eventually and it's like, grab the chain, pull it up.
She goes to look at the anchor, like the rope to it is snapped.
We don't need to stop. Let's
Let's
go. The
Remember,
wind plus the waves, it'll take us somewhere.
I'm just like, we need to fucking leave by yesterday.
Yes.
All right, so who is going to be driving this thing?
Elvis already said he is.
I'll be navigating.
All right,
I'm
so
paddling.
you're navigating. This will be great. Who is going to watch out for shit coming to get you guys?
I will.
I was gonna say I was gonna do that on my Pegasus.
Yeah.
Well,
That
you could do it
works,
from the air, and Xander could do it from the ship.
Well, I'm about to
then.
say, if you're on the Pegasus, the ship will outpace you. You'll fall behind.
Oh.
Really?
Yes.
Yes.
It's a ship in high winds and
Yeah.
massive waves. We're going to be going
This thing
faster
moves
than normal.
80 feet per round by itself. Your Pegasus moves, I think, 40 max.
60.
So you will lose 20 feet
Around.
every round.
Is that Pegasus dashing? Because, I mean,
80
if it's...
80 feet is its base movement speed.
Oh, okay.
Like, before you dash with the boat.
I was going to say, it might just be better to do it down here for now.
Yeah.
Okay.
Someone get one side, someone get the other side.
Basically.
Who's going to be in the crow's nest?
I thought that was the person I was watching out.
I think Volray should be in the crow's nest.
That's what I was
because
thinking.
He has the most range.
Yeah.
I was about to say.
Do you have a high dex?
I mean, he's,
'Cause,
he's a ranger.
I'm going to give you a
Literally
bardic
not-
inspiration, just because.
Okay. I was gonna say I have decent decks.
Alright.
Just one.
I'll-
It lasts
I'll
an
be
hour.
running back and forth,
Okay.
grabbing ropes and doing what I need to get. the
I
best
need Melbrum to
sail.
roll a d20. Just a straight d20.
Okay.
I need anybody that's not in the crow's nest that's like watching out for shit at sea level to roll perception.
I don't know if I'm meant for high or low, but 17?
Okay.
14.
12.
Okay. And then
16.
Volray, I need you to roll perception with advantage because you have nothing blocking your sight.
Okay.
Anybody that's next to Melbrum, you just hear nope, 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 no, no, no. Go this way. No, go this way. No, no.
Well, so I also mentioned, like, Blue, have you ever, like, been at the helm of an actual, like, boat?
Yes, but the wheel wasn't actually working. It wasn't in operation.
Okay. So I've done one with like, you turn on it turns. You're like, why won't it turn? And then suddenly you're like, oh no, too far.
Yeah. That was the first time I played Sea of Thieves. It's fine. I get it.
Yeah, it's like, like 4 or 5 clicks, I'm good. It's not turning. 100 clicks. Oh, that's too much.
Usually I know they have like the notches that tells them the station, like the base one. So if he notices that, I'm sure he can put 2 to 2 together.
Okay. So. Awesome. Okay. So, a couple things. Those of you looking at sea level, you do start to realize that's a body. That's a body.
Oh.
Hey, Volry. The
Yeah.
Leviathan's following you guys.
Oh, great.
Oh no.
Hey Ty, what was your favorite song in Final Fantasy 14?
In 14? I have quite a few.
Yeah.
What if we threw a moonbeam behind us and just let it follow us?
I meant the Leviathan song boss fight. We were talking about it the other day.
Typhoon.
Yeah, that's what's happening right now.
That's not my favorite song, but yeah. That's the Leviathan song.
No, what's happening right now is more this.
No.
Melbourne was as fast as he can, not looking back. You're like, he's behind us. No, he's not. No, he's not. No, he's not.
So,
we're leaving. No, he's not.
After a couple minutes, you just don't see more bodies. Volray, you see the Leviathan dive.
Oh no.
That's not good.
Shit.
Is anybody gonna let me know?
Yes, I'm shouting it out.
I don't know what to do, so I don't know if that helps.
Keep going.
So what the rest
I'm
of
like,
you
I can't like make a sharp turn to dodge it, but that's not how boats work.
So Melbourne goes from nope, nope, nope. You guys hear this as you hear Melbourne's butthole pucker, effectively.
Just heard it? Damn.
Yes.
Oh yeah.
I mean, he's old. He's got a lot of loose skin, so when stuff
Kick
tightens
that
up,
some velocity.
So
I mean,
like his skin
if he
tightens
gets
so
too
much,
close-
he's like 20 years younger all of a sudden.
if he gets too close, I can spit some lightning at him.
So
Water and lightning don't mix very well.
a couple hours later, you haven't seen a Leviathan since.
Oh.
Volray does end up seeing the harbor.
Oh.
So
destroyed.
Hey guys,
No.
quick question.
How do we stop this thing?
Oh no.
Exactly that's what I was about to say. Hey,
Start
guys,
pulling
quick
down
question.
sails.
Remember that anchor we didn't have?
Well, I bought something that's going to help us with that if we can slow down the boat.
I started trying to slow down the boat.
I was gonna say, just hard turns it to the right, like, hopefully this slows us down.
Tokyo drifts. So
So when we get close to the harbor, she's just going to use that pin to anchor the boat, the token, the feather token.
okay, how close? Better question.
How are we slowing down?
How close does Melbrum let the boat get before he decides to drift it?
Not
Reverse
not
entry.
very. He has no idea what he's doing, so he's like, look, we need to slow down. Cool, slow down now.
So you're effectively like, I don't know, like
Probably like a football field plus way.
I was gonna go with that, probably a half mile out.
Oh,
That works, I guess.
the foldable boat.
She's
I guess
going to
she's
put that
short.
pin on there when Melbourne tells her to. She's just going to wait on him.
I mean, I
You
would have
could
known how
just
to do
beach the
some
ship.
sail stuff.
I'm not doing
Oh,
that
yeah.
because then they might charge me for it, and that ain't
Right?
happening.
Yeah. I mean, I know
I'm
enough
gonna keep it
about
right
sails.
here and then let them come get it.
So
I know
Look
enough
at
about
Ryan's-
sails to do stuff, right?
yeah, you can give him a quarter speed, but just Melbrum like, all right, we're gonna go towards the quarter speed.
Milgram doesn't know what the fuck he's doing. He knows if he turn wheel, it turn. That's it.
If Drossin says, "Hey, we're at a quarter of what we were before, head towards the harbor," will Milgram listen?
If he can tell me exactly when to turn.
Okay.
Can you tell me when to turn without me crashing into the very expensive city?
I have a question. Is there still a rowboat or something on the ship?
There are still plenty of rowboats, yeah.
Oh, okay. Why don't we just stop out here? We'll bring one in and say, "Hey,
that was my
an
idea.
anchor."
Okay.
We can
there
stop
are
out
enough
here.
rowboats for the entire party to rowboat their way back.
Valet parking, please.
So question. I'm really bad with measurements. How far in relative feet would half a mile be?
Oh gosh, it's like
700 something.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Y'all have fun with the rowboat. Cast fly and he takes off.
Well, 700 meters.
Half a mile is 2,640 feet.
Oh.
Okay, so yeah, I can make it in the 1 hour that I have flying.
Yes.
Oh,
Okay.
Now I can use my Pegasus.
Yes.
Let's just say, he summons the Pegasus and looking at the rowboats like, I'm not doing that. It just takes off.
There's a Leviathan water. Fuck that shit. So all of you somehow make it back to shore. You inform the boat, like the dock workers, "Hey, so here's what happened." They happily send the crew out to go get this thing to dock to figure out what happened.
It's a rowboat.
Hey, Mo.
Rowboat.
So, you are now back in town. You can go stay at the inn because you have it's already paid for on the day you get back for the quest you're doing.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So, they do come in and ask you a couple questions about like, when was the last time you saw the crew? Did you see anything odd?
Yeah, a Leviathan.
We saw a couple of them on our way out.
Question. Can I ask one of the gentlemen what day it is?
It has been 4 days since you guys left.
Oh, no shit.
That was the big question of how long have we been gone?
Right.
Yeah, we have to let them know about the two dudes that fought each other and the whole thing and how it sunk and all
Well,
that.
As I said, we have everything noted out and we're not in Akron yet.
Oh.
Yeah, that's not a this place problem.
Right now, we're in the port city, just kind of
detoxing.
Okay.
We were chased by a Leviathan.
You guys are in Ensmark right here.
We were chased by Leviathan. Our whole crew is dead. We've seen some really fucked up shit. And we know that there's very evil mythical wizards that roam the town now.
We should probably let them know about the Leviathan, though, at minimum.
Yes.
You let them know about that. They seem kind of scared about that.
Yeah.
Oh shit. How do you think I felt? I don't know how to.
The investigation into the ship that you get told either late that evening or the next morning is it appears like they found basically claw marks, like something crawled up the side of the ship. They're guessing sirens got the sailors.
Oh.
Damn.
So, question. I'm gonna pull out the remains of the fish body that I have. Don't ask me why I kept some claws in maybe a giant dude's head. I'm just gonna kind of put the claw up to the guy. Did they look like these claws?
No.
Okay, then yeah, it wasn't these guys. And then just put it back in the bag.
Nope.
Okay, but while we're here, should we kind of divvy up the magic items that we got?
Well, let's say it's 10:30. Some folks have to end for tonight.
Mm-hmm.
You can divvy them up. That's fine. But also, you have no idea what they are because nobody's cast identify.
Yeah, that's why I was
fair.
going to suggest we get to Ekron and then
divvy
figure out what they
it
are,
up.
and then do that.
What I will say is the next game we will start with you guys in Ekron because it's just a
Yeah.
So then do you want to just fast travel to Ekron and then just have the identify happen when we get there?
Well,
Over
so the first
week.
thing you have to do is explain the quest.
Yeah.
Depending on how that explanation goes, might be how long before you can get these things identified. Do they want to let you guys keep them? Do you
They
tell
told
them
us we
about
could. They told us
part of the quest.
They told us that we can keep anything that we find.
Until somebody, like, I don't know how you phrase this, because there's always somebody with a higher authority to be like, those are historical artifacts.
Oh,
fuck you.
So think about how you want to pitch this when you guys get back.
I said we don't tell them about anything. We say we looted some random stuff and then it's ours.
Well, so
Fuck
now
you.
here's the problem you also have to remember, right? Blue, you would know that some of these magic books would help improve teachings for the Bard College. Oh, Evangeline knows that some of these books will better teach magic, stuff like that. Now the books, maybe it's not so bad to hand off, 50, 60 of them. Mm-hmm. Especially the history ones.
I propose we visit our rooms first, then go put some stuff
Drop
away.
all our shit.
Yeah.
So, that's where I'll take off next week.
Okay.
Okay.
Well, Brooke is probably... Are you going to be here next week, Brooke?
Probably not.
Okay. Okay.
Okay, guys. Well, that's where we're gonna end then. Thank you all.
One more thing that I forgot. Silas, Evangeline, Drossith, Drugulk, and Volray all continue to hear the voices of the people you guys met and talked to.
Oh.
Or were near during your...
Our excursions.
Some bullshit.
Okay.
Interesting.
So
outside of random people running past, who would I even heard except for the guy that...
You hear a lot of, like, panic, screaming.
Oh, that's terrible.
Some words you don't understand from the guy that cast a spell.
So does
Xander, can you believe this shit? We got left out of all the fun stuff.
Alara does not.
Yeah, I think it was just us two.
Alara does not either.
I'm keeping some extra magical shit. Fuck
Neither
it.
does Valen.
Am I hearing just like repeats of?
So I don't hear the blacksmith talk
No,
to
you
you? Okay.
No, not repeats. So Drossith hears them. His is more like it repeats, and he's starting to hear what they were saying and other stuff. Silas, it sounds like they're trying to have a conversation with you, same with Evangeline.
Oh wow.
Okay.
As well as Volray. Like you're still hearing them talk to you and ask different questions.
You'll have to send us some.
It's
what
it's
it is.
not.
It's the PTSD.
No, they're asking new questions.
New questions.
So
Yeah. Continuously asking new questions. Okay.
You're gonna send us a message on what that is?
I will.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right. Well, cool. We're gonna end there, guys. Thank you. Thank you for hanging out with us tonight. We will see you next Friday for more D&D and Monday for some more Expedition 33.
Because Tide finally wants to finish the game, apparently.
It's not that I finally want to finish the game. I always want to finish the game. I just really enjoy this game. And I'm really curious on where the story goes. So.
Until the next game comes out, and then you'll stop playing it.
Well, this one is literally inspired by her favorite Final Fantasy game.
All right, guys. Have a great night. We'll see you later.
Okay, bye.
Bye.
Okay, bye.